breath for 10 minutes, then how was Louis Armstrong able to become the first man on the moon?
I am in space on the moon. Help.
Humans can only hold their breath for 10 minutes, then how was Louis Armstrong able to become the first man on the moon?
I am in space on the moon. Help.
Humans can only hold their breath for 10 minutes, then how was Louis Armstrong able to become the first man on the moon?
I am in space on the moon. Help.
Humans can only hold their breath for 10 minutes, then how was Louis Armstrong able to become the first man on the moon?
I am in space on the moon. Help.
Humans can only hold their breath for 10 minutes, then how was Louis Armstrong able to become the first man on the moon?
I am in space on the moon. Help.
Humans can only hold their breath for 10 minutes, then how was Louis Armstrong able to become the first man on the moon?
I am in space on the moon. Help.
Humans can only
Hello! Hello! Hope everyone's doing well. I'm feeling a lot better. I was feeling okay, and then I was like, alright, time to do this, because I have a collab with Ron and some other people later, and I'm gonna do both. And then I was like, I'm not gonna have the energy to do both. I'm gonna die here. And I was like, I've got to pick here, so I just moved this thing to Friday, and then I did everything else today. Or Wednesday, sorry. But yeah, I was like, I'm not feeling well. I got time for like one thing, and unfortunately I ended up being like, I'm gonna do the other one. Sorry. Dinte says, can't stay, I'm at work, curfew schedule and too poor at the moment. Have a nice stream. Oh, we will, man. Thanks for being here. And now I'm like, oh, hey, long time no see, Stern. What's going on, Lieutenant Crystal? How are you? Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's having a pretty dang Gucci day today. What have I done? Oh, what? Why would that? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna hop on Too Many Bears' commission here in just a moment. I ate eggs because I didn't want to die, like, probably 5 minutes ago. Can you do Marvel Rivals as Pokemon when you feel better? Maybe. I feel like every time that I see that pop up on a video, I'm like, that's another month that I'm not gonna do it. Nothing much. Been DoorDash so I can finish that Jolteon. Ooh. It's Chameleon? Oh no, this character does look a lot like Chameleon, doesn't he? Oops! This is the mascot for my second channel that's launching soon. Oops! All chameleons. It's actually not like a, it's a shark fin. He's a shark boy. I can remember how much I owe you. I don't remember. We'll have to talk about it. I don't remember. Life is a mystery. Man, I am not having a Baja blast this morning. I'm having a Baja hard time. But we're going to make it work. We're going to make life be okay. Azumarill, Milotic, or Trevenant. I forgot it. Yeah. I didn't realize that Trevenant was on there. That changes things. I think it was 20 or 30. Oh, yeah, because we already did the line art. It'd be 30 to finish up the rest. No worries. We'll figure it out. Look at 10. How's that look? That looks okay. This is for second channel stuff. Been working on the mascot for that channel. I think I actually just threw away the image that I had for this, didn't I? I was like, I gotta get rid of a ton of stuff on my computer. Here he is. Here's the boy. This is the closest image I can fathom, I can grab. But working on little stuff for that project. Oi, Gewalt! There we go. Pop in later, sure, and I've got things to do. Ain't we all, man? Did I turn off the stove? Give me 1 sec. Or am I just having a stroke? I did turn off the stove. Which means it's a stroke. Hey Stern, so what is your favorite Pokemon you've made in 2026 so far? I really like the one that I did for Wind and Waves. I've been looking at that one on and off all day. Where did I put it? Is it gone? No, it's here. The Garuda one from Wind and Waves. Love this little guy. What's going on, Clemecu? Clemecow? Glad to have you, bud. We're chit-chatting, streaming through Twitch and YouTube today. So we got people all over the place. I think we're on Twitter as well. Hello, ya boy, Dade24. Dade24? Will we ever get a second Dead by Daylight video? Yes. Mr. Flamtastic says, what's up, Stern? Not much. I'm hanging out. I'm chilling. But yeah, to answer your question, this is my favorite Pokemon of 2026 so far. Specifically, like, the shiny. Like, the shiny I adore. It's one of those ones where I came up with the shiny and then I was like, I'm messing up. Stern? On a Friday. Yeah, I was overbooked on Wednesday. I messed myself up. So here we are on a Friday. Doing great, long time lurker on YouTube, but actually still awake after work today. I have the day off. Ooh, you have the day off. Nice. Lovely. Love hearing that. For what reason? Just the way work is, or holiday where you're at? Too many bears has tipped $45. Oh, are we doing both? Or are we doing 2 of the 3? You monster. We love days off here. We all have days off here. Not me. I'm working today. But the good news is, this is my work. Just normal schedule day off. Nice! Fridays off are always so nice. Let's hop in. So we have Too Many Bears who said, hey! Said, hey, do an ultimate Azumarill, an ultimate Milotic, or an ultimate Trevenant, and then decided, do 2 of them, which is fine. If I had a superpower, what would it be? I feel like that's such a hard question, because one of 2 things. I heard a comedian who said, if you ever ask someone that question and they say mind control, run away, because they have plans. The other one is like invisibility is like, that's it. I would love to be able to stretch, like to just be able to reach things that are far away so often. Or, you know what? I take it back. Here's my actual answer. Because I've thought about this. And I've thought how nice it would be to be able to, like in video games, like set waypoints. and be able to have those visual to you. I think that'd be fantastic. To lose less things and to know where stuff is. Just to, like, go into my mental inventory and be like, I am looking for my wallet. And then in my visual, be able to see, like, a boop, boop. There it is, right over there. That's my dream power. Is being able to manifest waypoints for myself. That's my dream power. That or being able... These all sound like terrible, awful powers. The other one that I would have would be, like, to take polls. Monthly money, unfortunately. Oh, no problem, man. We're always here for you. Let me pull up a picture of my Melodic for reference. The other one would be to take polls. Like, to be able to know in an instant information. Not so much mind reading as much as it is, like... Okay, I need to know how many people in this room actively know who I am. And then be able to, like, have, like, the HUD come up of, like, okay, so this is how many people actively in this room know who I am. So I need to not worry. Like, I'm getting ready to go to some cons, and I was like, I'm in a space where I wonder, like, are there people here who know who I am? That sounds very full of myself, but I am curious about that. Like, I don't know. I went to, like, a trampoline place the other day for like, my nephew's birthday, and there was a bunch of kids wearing, like, Pokemon shirts, and I was like, I wonder if any of these people know who I am, and I'm just not dressed the way that I typically am, because I know kids love YouTube, and I know that kids love Pokemon, and so that was my question. I was like, I wonder... It's apparently called radar. Yeah, I wish that I had radar power. If I could have a superpower, it would be to know where things are. And I feel like that'd come... Like, you wouldn't necessarily be a superhero with that, I don't think. I mean, you could. We're looking for this lost kid, and I'd be like, they're over there on Weston Elm or something. But, I don't know. I feel like it's a cool power that doesn't get enough light because it is just like specifically a utility power. It is a power of utility rather than a power of, like, and here's how I could help people or get the things that I want. It's like, if I could just make my day a little bit easier. Only found you in late December and you were very, very good. Thank you, Abilio Costa. Hey, Gray Seal guy. We're drawing an ultimate Milotic. What a Milotic would look like in its ultimate form. In its truest, most powerful form. Pokérex, how's it going? Had a power, I would just use it to do anything from my couch. Yeah, I think that's why I was like, stretchy power would be great. Stretchy power would be great. I would love to be able to, you know, like I said, radar power, I think, would be good. If not, if I had to pick a conventional power where it's like, you have to pick a power that, like, I don't know, is normal. I'd probably pick, like, stretchy. It's just always been a power that's been really, like, cool to me. Just the ability to, like, not have the ultimate lazy person power, I think, for me at least. Like, oh god, I wish I didn't have to move. Multiple versions of myself would be great too. Hey Mad Half. Oh shoot, BRB. Quantiquilas is having an emergency. Is having a situation. I hope all is well. I'm new here. You are! What's the stream about? We're doing commissions live. Ooh. Right now we're doing an Ultimate Milotic. It's based on my series of Ultimate Pokemon. That needs to actually be full opacity. There we go. Bill Acosta totally went straight to the point because I caught this live in a bad time to watch it, but just wanted to know there's one more human being. This is a fan of your talent. Oh my gosh! Thank you! I was one of the form change powers. That'd be nice. Biological sign Fakemon. Jeez, yeah. Oh my gosh, that was my first, like, series. That was my first time being like, what if I do YouTube for my mental health? I guess is the most truest way to say that. What if Pokemon saved me? There we go. Hey there, what are we doing today? What's going on? Boot! We are working on an ultimate melodic. I wanted a melodic so bad when I played, but I didn't know how to get it. I found out later. Obviously I know now, but they're like, this is melodic. It is the most beautiful Pokemon in the world. And I was like, wow. And what if it was mine? Hi, Nightshade. Made it to a stream, Chiari. Chiari's been fighting that sleep. Every time I was posting, like, hey, stream's happening. Hey, stream's not happening. Sorry, guys. Stuff like that. Chiari was there like, I will make it. I won't make it. I will make it. I won't make it. That's going to be gorgeous. Hopefully. I have to, like, I'm trying to remind myself, like, the whole point of the Pokemon itself is beauty. So, we'll see how that works out. It feels so weird doing a stream on Friday. I'm just going to say that now. Because for those of you who are new, welcome. For those of you who aren't, you know I typically stream on Wednesdays. But, oh, this is going to be a nightmare. But, we're doing this, we're cheating it. I had a collab with Ron on, as well as some other people, on that day, and I was also not feeling great. And I was like, I need to decide right now which of these two things I'm going to do, because there's no way there's no way, that's not going to work. There's no way that I have the ability to do both. I'm trying to get better at knowing my personal limitations and not just being like, I can do it all, which is kind of what I typically do. I've missed uploading a video for 2 weeks now. My recording software has been giving me issues. I freak out. I panic. If I don't upload a video, I panic. Oh my gosh. We're cheating it. We're cheating it. We're cheating it. We're cheating it. There we go. There. Bada bingus, bada bungus. Bada bingus and amungus. I swear one day I will get trainer commissions from you once I can afford it. I'm sorry, man. I wish I could just, you know, I wish I could take all the pain of the world and hold it in my hands and crush it. But I cannot. But unfortunately, I cannot. Who's that Pokemon? It's Clefairy. Ah! I hope you guys are ready for my possible most unhinged video coming out later today. Purple EXE 013 says, hello! But downloading something different, I've been using the Xbox game bar that came on my laptop. Ooh! That's not bad. Damn decent of you, sir. Alright, what now? Now more of these God-forsaken loops. I found out recently, if you wanted to grab a trainer in their Ace Pokemon commission, just add 2 prices together. Just make sure mental note when to save money for. Yes. Add them together. Quick maths. I found out recently that Milotic is not a sea snake. Well, kind of. Milotic is an oarfish. And I was like, oh wow, that must be a beautiful creature. Nope. Terrifying. One of God's worst demons. One of God's most powerful demons. Yeah. One of the most merciless of sea beasts. Oarfish are nuts. Hell, it was so chibi. Yeah, oarfish are scary. Oarfish make me sad. Like, just knowing that exists, I'm like, man. Like, just knowing that exists on the same planet as me puts my brain into fight or flight of like, man, there's got to be another option to living on this planet. You ever have that where like your brain is trying so desperately to not let something be true? You know what I'm talking? Like, does anyone know what I'm talking about? Like when you're just like, well, that can't be, because if that were, I couldn't be here. Who's there? Just don't go into the ocean and you'll be fine. But the ocean is most of the planet. Just don't go into like 80% of the world and you'll be fine. Like, I don't have the DLC package for ocean. Which I guess we don't. Like, that's... It's like, here's the planet. It's mostly water. Oh, great. Can we just, like, walk in there? I'm sorry. You don't have the DLC package for it. Oh, who does? James Cameron. Which I think is better, Minecraft or Hytales? Minecraft. How did you actually like Has-Been's impression of Lucifer? I thought he was fun. I've studied the, a lot of the knowledge of that, of, like, demonology and of, like, biblical interpretation. Nowhere near. It's nowhere near. When did I get to a 10 brush? It's nowhere near, but it is a fun take. You're acting out like you want teacher's attention. Well, I'm the principal of this eternal detention. Hope you had your fun, 'cause son, it's time to ring the bell. Santa man, you're getting way too big for your screen. I'm gonna bring the punishment, it's gonna be mean. In case you have forgotten who's the mother king of hell. Is this an ultimate form? Yes! Noodleotic. Huntail and Gorbis are based on Oarfish, but they're like, this is what Oarfish look like. Milotic is like, this is what Oarfish wishes it could look like. This is what we catch Pokemon. Fair. I never got Gorbis or Huntail because, again, I needed friends, and that didn't happen for me. Thanks for bringing it up. Oh, because he's a serpent! He's a flame! The mortal world is scared to say his name. I am so spooky! Designing some fake mode. Nice! Milotic is Gen 3 Gyarados. It is. And we love it. It's got these holes in its neck, too. What's that about? It makes me feel uncomfortable. I am a living aspect of the infinite. Scheme all you want, Mr. TV head man. Nearly a god, who are you? Just a dead man. Doo-doo. Super scary. I see why they give you such a big hat. I'm dying. I'm dying. Hula! There we go. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. A beautiful fish. A beautiful fish. I was gonna say, are aquariums probably considered like bad in the Pokemon world? But I guess not when you're like, the other option is put in ball. Which would you prefer? Put in bowl or put in ball? What is your favorite character song of Has Been Hotel? Piss. It's probably Piss. These Elysium nights, alone in the skies, lost in a memory, how it used to be. I'm gonna draw the tail separate. Because I don't trust myself. The Cerulean Gym was originally an aquarium in the anime, so probably not too good. Like, also the Cerulean Gym. What was up with that? I know it's way before they knew that they were going to have well over 1,000 Pokemon. I give them, I understand. But where they're just like, here's our aquarium. And here's all of our fish. It has the same cadence to me of in Avatar The Last Airbender, where they're like, oh, him and his bear. Like a skunk bear? Just says bear. And here's our fish. Like fish Pokemon? It just says fish. This is where I'd put my fish. If I had one! Good old Timmy. I didn't know that was the janitor from Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. Ned Wade's survival guide school. I ruined the joke. Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. I'm leaving those lines there because I do have plans for them. Watch! And be amazed. My favorite character is Velvet. That's my favorite song. It's Alistair's recap song. Teen Fakemon artists. Probably. So how's your Pokemon Astral Signal project going? Great! I just got Toxiquid's lines. So, very happy. You already know what it is. There we go. Get some of that. Ah! As well as some other people. But just got his right now. Reject Milotic. Make a chicken. I think my favorite character in has been. Oh man, that's such a hard. I really like Husk. I really like Husk. I might have made this more difficult for myself. I did. I did make this more difficult for myself, but it's okay. We're gonna get there. It's not that it's gonna turn out bad. It's just I made this so much more difficult for myself. I'm just gonna make all of this black because I'm gonna have to eventually anyway to complete the render. But Piss is such a good song. You also love how what's your favorite song? And I just piss. Long silence. Yep. I love doing that. One of my favorite little tricks and tips that I do on Photoshop. Making those lines and then just keeping the outlines to them to save myself so much time. Husky said to Velvet. I love trees. Kaboo. I love kids, Charlie. Maybe keep your voice down. There we go. I think we're getting somewhere. Warm up, pour the scotch. Miss the taste of Converse clinking. Is that a Photoshop only thing, or how do you do the line thing? Oh, so what I do is I just draw a line. No, that's terrible. I draw a line or a shape or whatever, right? I select it. Either by clicking it or I use control and click on it. I delete it. And you can see the outline still there. And then the link should be in the description. Give me one sec. I add stroke to the selection. And right now I'm set to 5 pixels at the center. When I deselect, it's there. Love it! I think... Where is it? I think my Stream Deck isn't open, but I'll get it right now. It's in the description, but I'll grab it right now. Jarvis, become a Pokemon. Yes. Because I'm trying to click my link and it's not going. Did I uninstall Stream Deck by mistake? Oh no, I didn't. There is an update. Are you interested in updating right now? Is now a bad time? It is. There we go. Link's coming in. Hello, Stern. Are you interested in updating? Sure. Right now? No, probably not right now. Okay, we will remind you in 30 seconds. Don't. Okay, so new little trick I learned as well. So one thing that I like to do is I come around the outside of all of these little sections here. Nope. So I have the whole thing selected. What I do is I do a stroke of, let's say, 8 on the center. Gives us a nice thick outline to work with. Separates the Pokemon from the background really, really well. I'm going to select everything in that line. I'm going to smooth it at 5 pixels. Creates a bleeding edge effect, kind of like what you see when you see like Pokemon artists who do inks. it makes it so that the links between the tangents where lines connect become a little bit blurrier. Feels like ink. And then, what I do is I come in, again, to make this feel a little bit more inky, a little bit more like traditional art from Pokemon, is I've expanded the line by 1 pixel, and then I'm just coming in here and making swirlies, whatever, and it adds so much variation to the design. I love doing that. It's one of my favorite little tips that I can give you is, if you want to make this look like ink, add the variation like that. Again, I'm just 1 pixel larger than the rest of the design. But I can show you here. Like if I take the thumbnail from the Wind and Waves video, something that makes it feel a little bit more Pokemon art style is like, look at the variation in the lines, how the edges kind of bleed into one another a little bit. It makes it feel just a little bit more closer to the style, more traditional drawing. Why does Milotic have hair? It has fins. It's always had fins. I didn't add that. That's always there. But yeah, little tipsies. Work smart, not hard. That's why all the fun tools in Photoshop are there. Yes. Is it a reference to mermaids? It could be. I'd be surprised if it was. I don't know. I feel like Pokemon does that where they're like, oh wow, this aspect is a reference to that. Yes. We planned that. Did you? Did you know? Oh, did you know? Alrighty then. What if it was purple? Here, what if we grab this blue? I love it even more now! Now it looks great. Ooh, yeah. Just adds that extra level of, like, if you're trying to match a certain vibe. Because I know that they have the highly pressure-sensitive pens. They are so, at least in my opinion, they are so incredibly difficult to use. That's just plain black. Let me sample this color. Oh, it's just regular black. Well then. Trust us with your weather. Rome. Or fish have mohawks. So maybe they duplicate that on Milotic to have it be more feminine. Could be. Howdy, chat. Is that a Milotic? No. Scatter. Ooh, Quick question. Do you plan on making the rest of Little Nightmares as Pokemon before you do Reanimal as Pokemon? I don't know what Reanimal is, but I do have plans on doing more Little Nightmares. Brighter was your favorite song? It's because you have good taste. Brighter was a great song. Brighter reawoke feelings in me that I thought long dead. Who's there? Hikari Chance, hi, welcome. Welcome, Raiders. Did we get a raid? Jeez, good God! Hikari Chance has raided you with a party of 10. Welcome. We're just drawing some Pokemon in their ultimate forms. Wow. Thank you so much, Hikari. I want that. I want that image of Patrick from SpongeBob. I love you. What? But welcome, welcome. So glad to have you. Love your vids and saw you were live. Oh, thank you. I love being alive. If someone could tell my therapist that I said that, it'd mean a lot. Reanimal's a game. I'll check it out. I got you. We love living. What is your favorite ship like so much that you believe it is canon? I don't ship because I don't want to get hurt. I don't ship. I should, but I don't. Also, just like the climate of shipping on Has Been Hotel and a lot of other like fan stuff, where it's like, here's my ship, and then people come in and they're like, well, I think Lucifer and Charlie. It's like, oh, her dad? They're like, yeah. I'm like, stay away. It's the Titanic. Ew. Suppose you can always bet on Hikari. Ball knowledge. What do boats have to do with this? Oh, you. Oh, you. Oh, yeah. I didn't know I could do that. Beep, 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 beep. I didn't know I could do that. Wow. I just learned. I just love learning to do random crap about yourself. Is Vox Valentino not canon? Trust the process, trust the process. This is going to look awful for just a moment, but we got to trust the process. Okay, trusting the process. Now I'm on the Twitch stream and YouTube stream. Hee hee. Sandsinister. It's the Sandsinator! Get him! Did I screw up? No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. All is well. Disregard, ignore the man behind the curtain. I should someone comment, they're like, are you going to do another Poppy Playtime video? And I read that comment as I was doing the art for a Poppy Playtime video, and I was like, where are you? Are you here? Are you watching me? Coming video. It's my reaction. But this design is truly looking ultimate. However, when I started to learn about it, I thought it was. Ooh. We love it over here. Yeah, I love it over here. There we go. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. I'd done the coloring of it before I'd done the actual, like, line fixing. And so I was very worried how that was going to turn out. But it all worked out well. Your walls right now. So woke up in time to catch a stream. Hey, EO Nova, SBO 9023. SBO 9023. The second best Sonic character? I don't mean that in a mean way. I just mean that it's my second favorite. Because my real favorite is SBO's best friend. SBO's brother from another mother. Serpify, what's going on there, bud? We got some comms coming in. Nice. Let me come here update the thing. Too Many Bears has a second, and then we got Zerpify, followed by Zerpify. Updating that list real quick. Meep, meep, meep. There we go. SBO Chaotix. Ah, yes. Charmy B. No. No one likes Charmy B. Good guess, though. Glitch my mouth. Oh, nice. Make an ultimate Mimikyu? No! Commissions are open. Okay, let's shade this bad boy. Now I've got piss stuck in my head. The song! The song! That's a mass of noises from Stern. So many noises. I'm a noisy guy. I'm actually not. Yeah, that's so funny. So many creators that we like love, like at least the ones that I've been in conversation with and stuff. It's like, wow, I bet they're super fun to be around and stuff like that. And they are. We are. We're awesome. But then you're like, dude went non-verbal for 20 minutes. What? And it's like, we don't talk a lot unless we have to. Saw a new Sonic character recently. They wear a diving bell-like helmet. They're based on a lizard? Ooh. My favorite Sonic character is a Vector. Because he... crocodile. Alligator. Aquatic reptile. But Charmy Bee's good too. I like their whole little troop. He says, knowing nothing about Sonic lore. The Yapinator? Am I right, JK? I stream for like 6 hours whenever I stream, and I have to entertain myself somehow. Like, if I stop talking, the voices. Ah! Hit my eraser button. My mom once said, you know, Stern, you have a real knack for being able to talk about nothing for hours on end. And I was like, that's it. I'll be a content creator. We were on like a 3-hour car ride, and she was like, you know, you could talk about nothing for hours on end. It's like, thanks, Mom. It means a lot. His direction magnitude. Send the sketches your way, Stern. Lovely. Grazie. Muchos grastos. That's not a language. That's almost a language. Then I take this and I multiply that and I add that and then I multiply that. Bow. Okay, cool. Now we can add some highlights to this fish. Fish. There's too many bears. Too many. Yeah, keep your eye out. I did a couple collabs, so you're gonna see me all over the internet, and not just on my foot finder. Real sites too. Oh yeah, did Stern see the edited version of my first Rat Starter Final Evo? You helped me do the line art. I did see that. Came out great. There was one of those times where I saw it and I was like, I should comment, and then I left. It's like I should say something because that looks great, and then I walked away from my computer, never to return, I guess. I'm so awful about that. I'm the worst person to text, too. Worst person. I guess just overall. we go. Wait to be old enough to actually watch Has Been Hotel. Ooh. Turn Pikachu into Pikachu? No! It's like putting a bag of holding into another bag of holding. You fool, you'll doom us all! Any new contests coming up? No, none that I know of. I usually think of them like in the night, and then I arise from my bed, and I'm like, that's it! I've got it! My wife is like, what? What's happening? I'm like, shh, shh, shh. Back to sleep you go. This art is so good I want to eat it. Do it. Last week, but I just added more tentacles. I just added more tentacles, is the story of my life. Aren't the worst. You're like the opposite of that. I'm the Tro. You're the best around. Give me that. I hurt myself. I hurt myself today. I have a new, by the way, I have a new, vocal stem, which is the, Johnny Cash, but it's the edited one. I fell down. That kills me every time. I fell down. There we go. Ultimate Milotic. It throws these little things like knives. Is John in chat? True Green. Oh, hey, True Green. Random thought, I associate Milotic with Fridays. Why? For what purpose? I mean, it's right now. Okay. That sounds fine. Let's do that. One moment. I'm making a tremendous mistake. Give me a sec. I messed up. I gotta get my headphones. My house still smells like fire from when I tried to make food. From when I tried to be a real human being who makes food and eats and does the things they're supposed to do to maintain life. One sec. Hello? Hello? Why can't... One sec. What? Hold on. One sec. I'm trying to figure out how to make it so that people can hear. Keep talking? You can say anything you... Oh, hold on, because it may just come in randomly. I'm trying to... For those of you who can hear me and can't hear the other side of this conversation, I'm trying to pull Ron into the conversation. If it's from the YouTube audio library, specifically the non, you know, whatever ones, that'd be great. Stop saying interesting crap while people can't hear you. Let me see here. I know what to do. I've been a fool the whole time. You're doing amazing, sweetie. There we go. They can hear you now. Ron, no, they can hear you.
He told me to sing something that isn't copyrighted.
Ron, the people are aware of you.
Oh. Hey guys.
Also, fairly certain Pokemon themes are copywritten.
They are definitely copyrighted, but they don't get copyright striked.
Yeah. Because I commissioned a guy. I was like, hey, I would like a theme song for my channel that I could utilize for stuff, and he was like, sounds great. And he gave me one, and it's like, I'm sampling heavily Black and White 2's theme, and I was like, is this okay?
Nah. Well, wait. Black and White 2's theme, like the opening theme, like the
Yeah.
or the. Well, that is like the Pokemon theme song technically, so maybe
Yeah.
that is probably the,
I-
if anything were to be striked, it would be that. But no, Pokemon soundtracks don't get, you know.
I got back to him. I was like, test this, verify this, and he was like, oh yeah, he's a guy who does music on YouTube. So I was like, you know better than I do what's allowed and what's not. And he was like, oh yeah, we're fine.
I've literally played every single theme Pokemon related on my channel over the last 10 years. Nothing has ever struck. Like the one time I played, let's say, Undertale, even though Toby Fox, for example, is fine with like playing Undertale, that one stream I did, that was taken down. You have to like dispute that though, because Toby Fox is allowed okay with it, but his company sometimes strikes it.
Yeah. Well,
The
and sometimes doesn't YouTube have their own like system where they're like, we'll just send people in, and they're like wrong, and they get rid of it despite whether the creator says it's
Yeah.
true or not.
just to make sure, guys, you can hear me actually, like as much as you can hear Stern.
Oh, Ron, no, this is all for me. I pumped up your volume, so we should both be good. If you scream, it'll go red, but other than that, we're fine.
You don't have that much time though. I do have a lot of work to do. I gotta make this count. Ask me anything and or. Wait. Why do you want me to be here even?
Ron, I think the message said, "Hey, I'm gonna be streaming. If anyone wants to pop in and say hi."
Oh, hi. Okay, then I'm done.
But no. Are you serious? Am I getting
Are you serious?
ring at my doorbell?
Someone is at the ring.
Who's at my door?
Someone is at ring.
They left. Oh, Ron, this is a story
Yeah.
that I have for you that you've told me do not tell unless we're recording or streaming or anything. My neighbor came to my door yesterday and was like, hey, when they redid the fence, they moved it onto my property, so you owe me 2 feet of space.
Huh.
And I
Wait.
said,
Your neighbor
yeah.
said that you owe them 2 feet of space when their company that did their fence.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, whatever.
Mind you this. When the fence was replaced, I had no idea that was happening. I woke up one day and my fence was gone.
Yeah, like it's like they were the cause of the problem.
Yeah, I've told you this. Yeah, I woke up one morning, I went to my kitchen, and I was like, man, everything looks so nice and open. Also, where's my fence? And I talked to them, they're like, oh, I paid to get the fence replaced. It's like, okay. They didn't pay to get the fence replaced. They paid half, and then the person came and was like, you owe me half. They said, I paid half, then the person who's doing the fence comes over and says, you owe me the other 2/3 of the payment. And I was like, what? Whatever. I paid it, and now they're saying, you owe me 2 feet of yard.
This is crazy.
Which isn't true.
What do you mean? What do you do in that situation though? What do you mean you owe me footage?
Yeah, they were like, I'm gonna have someone come and redo the fence. I was like, you're not.
And so what do they physically want you to do though? I'm confused with that question.
They want me to tear down the fence and move it.
But that's their fault.
Listen, man. You and I are on the same team. Do not yell at me. We're on the same team. But yeah, if anyone has questions for Ron, feel free, I guess. That's Ron's words, not mine.
We don't have to. It doesn't have to be a Q&A, even though I do love answering
Ron
questions.
loves
But
to.
Ron
loves talking about himself.
but also, I mean, we can talk about whatever you want to. It could just be a conversation.
First question, Ron, what is your home address?
Technically,
Go on.
it has numbers.
Letters too?
No,
Mr. Fancy guy over here.
it's 1.
1.
The first.
Someone is asking, and I've actually gotten this question before. They said, "How many Fakemon YouTubers know each other?" And I think the reason they asked that is because I think Fakemon, like, we're known for doing, like, people across the Fakemon community are known for doing collabs. Like, and you get collabs quickly and easily. It appears quickly and easily. So I think their question is like, how many of you guys all know each other?
Kind of, pretty much all of us know each other.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm louder than you right now. By the way.
Are you louder than me?
Yeah.
Pipe up. I'll turn it down. Lava Tyrant wants to know, how true is the green 7?
It's not that true. Like, if you think, what is a true green? A true green would be like absolute green, like no blue, no red in the, just like in the mixture.
Yeah.
But that's not my favorite green, and that's not the green that I associate with. It's more of like a bluish green, so it's technically not that true. It's like, honestly, like 60% true. Green.
She true on my green till I 7 is the answer that Ron's given us. Moonlit Icarus wants to know, how's the weather?
Where I am right now, it was literally like this upcoming week is gonna be the coldest week in all of the season, and we are about to have like apparently 15 inches of snow in New York City. But like literally 2 days ago it was what, like 15 degrees, it was like 21 degrees Fahrenheit, and then day after it's 45 degrees Fahrenheit, and now it's back to 30, and then it's going to be 15 again, and then it's going to be literally again freezing to below freezing for an entire week. And it's annoying because like in New York you get like freezing in the winter, you get boiling in the summer. It's like half of the year it's just not fun to be outside, and I don't know why I live here.
Move to
And it's
California.
expensive.
I've told you this several times.
So San Diego seems like the ultimate weather. It's just like 75 every day forever.
You will
That's
be the
pretty
third
crazy.
friend who I know like personally. You'll be the third person who I'd gotten to move to California and then moves to San Diego, which is 5 hours from me.
I know. Like San Francisco is not bad, but it's like what, like 60 degrees every day, which is good. Like it's good if you like, which is actually good for me because I prefer wearing like long sleeves over like short sleeve. So like, yeah, maybe San Francisco, but like it's literally, why would I move to the most expensive city to the like second most expensive city in America?
That's fair.
Like the whole point is if I move somewhere, it would be like a mansion in the middle of nowhere. Like that's the only thing like I would be able to afford a house.
I've thought about it of like I should just move to like rural Wyoming and be like, I'm happy here. I have an escape house. Like if things go bad and like it's the fan, I have a house that I can bug out to, but it gets no internet right now.
Oh, that is a problem.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours.
Better
drive
than
for
dying
me.
though.
I guess. Yeah, it's my emergency place. It's a farm. There's chickens and animals there that I
Is it like far away or it's close to where you are?
It's like an hour and a half away. So
How'd you
it's
acquire
like,
this thing?
It's not important.
Nice.
But it's there. I've made.
Is it
sure
something that you fell into or you consciously got?
I fell into and consciously. I consciously fell into.
You fell into the opportunity to consciously get it.
It belonged to a family member who was like, I can't keep the home. What do you want?
Yeah.
Does anyone want me to do anything with it? And I said, keep it. I'll take care of it. I'll be there. And so I set up an automated system that takes care of the animals and feeds them. Like it's an automated system that feeds like the chickens and whatnot. And then I set up automated sprinklers. So
do you have to go there and like often set all those things?
It's partially owned by like me and several other family members, so we all kind of take trades on it.
Timeshare.
Kind of, yeah. So one person like goes and like mows the, like my brother goes and mows the lawn every other week and things like that, and then I set up the automation and the security. So people are asking like, do you guys know just names? Do you know Dead Bedspread? Do you know Pragmagic? Do you know Froopy? I think yes.
Guys, I don't think you know what I do.
Yeah. Pick somebody. It's like, yeah. Like, yeah, Ron knows very many people. Connected to very many people. To the point that, can I say, like, the surprise person that I accidentally ended up on a call with the other day, or should I not bring that up?
To me? What do you mean surprised? Oh, yeah, you can say whatever you want, yeah.
Yeah, I was on a call with Ron and Someone else.
Phoebe.
We're on and Phoebe, and we're just talking, hanging out, end of collab, whatever. And then lorekeeper Toby busts in. Not busts in like joins the call. Physically opens the door of one of the rooms of Phoebe's room.
Physically pries open the door.
We could hear him scratching under the whole time trying to get in.
Let me in, Phoebe!
I can hear you in there. Eventually he came in and he was like, "Hi, I'm Toby."
It was Phoebe's, to the audience, it was Phoebe's birthday. It was like we recorded, as we were finishing recording, the clock struck 12 a.m. for her.
And Phoebe turned into a pumpkin.
And Toby came in and said, "Happy birthday."
Yeah. It was nice. It was interesting. So yeah, like the connection of human beings goes far and wide. I'm trying to get me some tickets, hopefully, to Worlds, because I know a lot of people are going to be there. It's like 3 hours from my home. I could do it in a day.
You should do it.
I should. I will.
And let me tell you, the tickets,
convinced
not
me.
only are they cheap, but also you probably can't get a spectator. Here's the thing. The one Worlds I was able to go to, I got a creator, I went there for free. I got a creator pass.
Ooh.
Which is cool because also they give you like a green room, which was very much needed, like a place to chill away from everybody else, because when I was like in the convention floor, every second I would be, approached by an audience, by like a viewer, for
That's
example.
cool.
So like to get like literally from one side of the convention hall to the other, like it would be like instead of like 5-minute walk, it'd be like a 30-minute walk, because I would be constantly stopped. So yeah, I definitely, and I have extreme social anxiety, so it's like, so like I definitely needed like a room to go to. Now, here's the thing: when that happened, my channel was still technically mostly not Fakemon content. It was just like a normal PokeTuber, right?
Yeah.
But now, and that was like what, 3 years ago. But now, I don't think they may let me get a creator pass. I don't think.
Why?
Because I think they kind of
They stopped?
soft don't work with Fakemon creators because
Interesting.
of copyright and stuff. Like they can't promote Fakemon creators, because just the same way they can't promote channels that do like ROM hacks or any hacking of any Pokemon game or anything.
Well, how about
although
this?
they become soft about that part, because like now pretty much everybody, like every PokeTuber uses like a hacked switch or like a modded something.
I'll make a deal with you here and now, Ron. Any of the PokeTubers out there listening, I'll pay for an Airbnb if everyone goes. That way they don't have to pay for a hotel.
I honestly would prefer a hotel though. I prefer
Never
like having my own
mind.
bathroom and like having my own place.
I take it back. I was joking.
And the difference is, like, if I go with, like, for example, there's a big chance I go with also Toby, and if we
Yeah.
do a hotel room, then yeah, we split a hotel room, me and Toby, or something like that. Also depends if Phoebe comes. If Phoebe comes, then maybe not. We'll see, or maybe yes. We still don't know the plans. Like the original plan was like just me, Phoebe, and Toby. Like Phoebe and Toby come to like New York first,
Yeah.
hang out for a week, and then we go to LA. I don't think that's happening anymore. It may be that like we just meet up in LA and Toby comes at a different time of the year just to hang out in New York. But that may also not happen now for financial reasons. I don't know. We'll find out what happens.
Well, I live here. I'm down to do whatever I can to be like. I'd love to hang out with the Fakemon community more. We'll get us a Hyper Beam house.
For example, like when I went there, like 3 years ago, like Prag Magic, I hung out with him a bunch.
Is Prag here?
No, I think he's in. I don't know if I should say the state, but not California. I don't know what he wants people to know.
Can't let him know that he lives in Ohio.
Definitely in the western half of America.
I know, like, Loxton's over here somewhere.
Loxton, well, again, it's like Loxton also, like all these people could come, but for financial reasons may not come.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, although Loxton, it is cheaper, obviously, because he lives in the area relatively. He could probably drive there.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, if anyone needs a space, I'm down to be like, to opening my home, allowing people to live in
difference
my
is,
screaming
we're not
room.
gonna go. What do you mean your home? It's not gonna be next to the place.
Ron, I'm trying to be kind here.
But like the thing is, the problem with this year is that the World is now basically 2 events,
Yeah.
and you have to get like 2 different tickets, so it's probably way more expensive and way more hectic. I don't know. I'll find out soon. Still the beginning of the year.
Ron's gonna tell everyone. I don't know why, but Stern really wants people to go to his house, and I think we should not, because I'm very
I
scared.
I want to go to your house, but like, I don't know if I can justify the trip if it's not near anything specific.
No, I get you. I'm sad.
Like I did, for example, last year I did hang out with, for example, like if we're talking about other fake ones.
Oh yeah, and then you hung out with
Creators,
other person. I don't know what's available to say or not.
Well, I hung out with like Bonnie and Virgo. And,
Oh
like,
yeah.
Yeah, and like they live in a location that's near famous tourist destination. So like, yeah, it made sense to go there because I also went to that tourist destination.
It's fine.
Also, to be fair, also because I had like an actual like IRL friend, like childhood friend, who also lived there too. So I actually stayed by him like 80% of the time. So that was actually the real reason, honestly. It made a lot of sense. Ron, it's a business expense. Simple. Yeah, but I'd rather use that business expense for like.
Yeah, business expense only gets you
Something
so
worth it.
far.
Well, to be fair, it would be like purely business expense if I go to you technically, because I mean, like you said, like there is no tourist destination, I guess. There's a chance. There's a chance though.
Yeah,
It's not out of the question, obviously.
I'm not worried about it.
Like, how far would you say you're from? So you're 5 hours from. So what, are you like 4 hours away from LA then?
3.
3. So 3 hours away from LA, 3 hours away from San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm dead center.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but I'm an hour from Yosemite National Park.
Well, that's the thing. All right, so here's the thing. Here's what we were
Triangulate me.
We wanted to. I feel like we can now. It's like, because you literally gave us 3. But like, the plan originally, and again, it's probably not going to happen anymore at all. Was like, oh, we all meet up in like a bunch of different Pokemon YouTubers and or fake model creators or whatever. Meet up in the worlds, and then for the week after Worlds, we do a road trip, and like we go to Yosemite, we go to all the different things that are like it'll be like an actual road trip, so like things that are far away from San Francisco.
Yeah.
But we go to all the like the nationals, like all the national parks and all the natural stuff, not like actual like cities.
Yeah. Well, if you do, let me know. I have family members who own things that would help.
Yeah. Okay. Regardless, if I'm ever going to the West Coast, you will know, 100%.
Okay.
Beforehand.
All right. Well, I guess.
There are no laws against the business expenses, Batman. I mean, they literally are business expenses. Like, 'cause if
It's
I'm
a
going,
Pokemon.
I'm meeting up with colleagues, and like, I'm meeting up with colleagues, and then also I will do work there. Like, for example, like making either shorts or videos that are related to like I definitely do whenever I go like tourist destinations or not tourist. Well, whenever I go anywhere, I'm like, all right, creating a Pokemon
Based
from
on-
my experience there.
Yeah. Whatever. I did a full video where I fully shouted that out, where I'm like, I'm here at Disneyland having a great time, and now that I've done a video on it, it's a business expense.
Yeah.
And then I dropped the
Yeah.
sunglasses, like, damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
There are a lot of skits like that. It's funny, and it's correct. Rat of every shape is now an egg shape too. What the hell? Why am I reading things here? Hi, Nif Duo. Please mod away spam majestic mods of this chat.
Oh yeah, we got someone who I think came in and grabbed it. Kill the non-believer. I'm drawing a Azumarill right now. Azumarill? Azumarill?
Really? Because your stream for me was like completely frozen.
No, I'm here.
Wow.
now.
That's
Is it
hilarious.
is it fully frozen?
Not anymore because I refreshed. But
Let's
like,
see. Are people just enjoying the conversation and no one's letting me know, hey Stern, you stopped streaming like an hour ago? I did a video today, and I'm sure people are going to point it out, that I think I pronounced Muna's name wrong. I said Muna. Do you say Muna or Muna?
nah, I say Muna, like a normal person.
Damn it. I realized it too late, and I was like, I'm not going back.
You wanna? Is that the conversation you wanna have about Pokemon pronunciations? Because we can have that.
Oh, absolutely. What's one that you get wrong? I want to start. I changed my
None.
mind. I want to start. Cofagrigus I got wrong, and people were saying, hey, FYI, you're saying a slur.
Yeah, I used to do that.
Say slurs?
Yeah.
Just everyday life?
No, it was fun. Short time.
And now you get in a bunch of trouble.
Nah, it really is. It makes more sense to actual pronunciation.
Yeah.
Oh, technically, it should be like based on the origin. Cough-egregious would be cool.
That makes more sense. That I could get behind.
Cough-egregious.
Because he's
But
egregious.
it's but no, Gus makes sense for sarcophagus.
Cough-egregious.
But it's cool when a Pokemon name has like three. It's like a combination of three words, like cough-egregious.
I feel like no. What I was doing was I was putting a hard F on.
Yeah,
what I was,
but we're not saying that.
Yeah. And people were like, "Hey, heads up, you're saying that wrong." And I was like, "It's fine. It's a Pokemon name. I read it before I saw it." And they were like, "No. You're saying a slur." And I was like, "Well, start with that."
Mm.
And now
But I
every
think
time
the only-
I have to naturally be like, it's not the way that I'm thinking. I have to naturally think to myself, whatever I think it is, I'm wrong.
I think the only Pokemon I still mispronounce is like. Well, to be fair, I really like beat it out of me. Like I don't do it anymore. Like for like all the like nowadays, I really do pronounce pretty much every Pokemon correctly, or at least seemingly correctly, because like I like psych myself out of it. Like I used to say slaking, but I say slacking now. I think.
That one, I can't imagine how you would get wrong.
Slaking because
Because he slays.
There's because there's no C, so like it should be slaking, but it's obviously slacking for a reason.
Yeah, because he's slacking. He's slacking. He's lacking, and he slacks.
Caught him slacking.
Caught him slacking.
Like okay, so like Milotic, for example, it's Milotic. That's technically not a mispronunciation. That's like like stressing the wrong word.
Yeah.
That's the wrong syllable, but like it should be Milotic.
People.
But you can, but like Milotic is like again the other origin, like
it's melodic. Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you could kind of say it like that. Another one would be like, so it's Mantine. It's technically Mantine, and not Mantine. I think I say Mantine still. But again, in Japan, it technically is Mantine, which is technically it's like a both. It's both at the same time. Because it's like Manta and Marine, but Manta. It's definitely Mantine, but like it should be Mantine. But no, it's Mantine.
Lava's saying there is a PokeTuber who makes them still say Arceus and Yveltal, and someone immediately jumped in and said, "It's him and JTV."
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, for me, it's like I growing up, my nephew and I, like, we bonded over Pokemon. We were the only people in the family who cared about Pokemon at all. And he was a little kid who was showing me like his Pokemon, who he only had the cards for, and he was like, "This is my Gyarados." And to this day, in my head, every time I see it, I pronounce it in my head. Oh right, Gyarados.
I hate what. There's a lot of legendaries people like mispronounce. Like I hate when people like mispronounce these legendaries, and because to them it sounds better. They're like, no, it's this, even though I'm incorrect. Like for example, Rayquaza, it's Rayquaza, 100%, and it makes sense. People are annoying when they're like, but it's a Quasar. So like, but like Rayquaza is so annoying when people are like, it's okay to mispronounce it, but people are so confidently ignorant with that one. It's so annoying. Same with like, there are some people who say like, Kyogre.
Ah, what? Hold on.
Hey, that one is crazy. There's some people. There's worse ones. There's like Suisun.
Suisun is one that I had for a long time where I was like, I don't know if I'm saying this right. I said Suicune, but because I heard someone say Suisun, I was like, oh, am I wrong? Turns out I'm right. They're an idiot.
I don't like. I mean, okay, actually, this one makes like okay. It's Raikou. You're allowed to say Raikou. Like it's not that egregious, but it's definitely Raikou.
I think because there are a lot that I say wrong, and I'm like, I'm aware I'm saying it wrong. I can't train my brain to say it the right way, and I apologize. Like Raikou, I say, it's Raikou. I know. But I'm also aware, like, I'm an idiot. My brain don't work. Sorry.
One one that like okay, so like you know how like Arceus is like I like how Arceus is contentious because it's like that in like God, for example, in the like in the Hebrew Bible, like you don't pronounce like Jews, for example, you don't pronounce God's actual like name, so people don't really know how to pronounce Jehovah or Yehovah or Yahweh or even like there's a billion different ways to pronounce God or even call God, and it's actually very fun because and it's fun that Arceus is also kind of like that.
Religion
Even
can
though
be
it
fun. Yeah.
religion can be fun, but like the thing is that Arceus it's very officially nowadays Arceus, and people are like, oh, but that's like example like the change. People act as if there's an inconsistency because it used to be pronounced Arceus in media, but it's less inconsistent. It's more like it used to be Arceus and they changed it to Arceus because they realized it, you know, they were saying, you know, Arse. So it's like it's not like it's not they use that fact to like invalidate like and say like, oh, Pokemon is very inconsistent with how they pronounce, and it's like no, nowadays they're very consistent since the dub switched to the Pokemon Company producing the dub, like in Generation 4.
They're a lot more
or actually
consistent
late
now.
Generation 3. They're hard. They go hard when it comes to like they're very strict when it comes to the pronunciations. So yeah, when 4Kids was dubbing it, they did a lot of things incorrectly, but that's not inconsistency. It's literally just the Pokemon taking over the dub and now making sure that everything's pronounced correctly. And I think the only other two that I think are like disputable and like very annoying is, for example, Skidoo. It's written Skiddo,
But it's pronounced.
and it makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's pronounced Skidoo for like because of like a.
It's 1, 2, 3 skidoo, or 1, 2 skidoo, or whatever it is, which is like to run, to go.
It's apparently also a reference to like Ski-Doo, like a ski,
Like a jet ski.
like a jet ski, yeah. And then
Weird.
also, actually, no, this one makes sense. Arboliva instead of Arboliva. So yeah, it's intuitive to say Arboliva because then you stress the olive, but Arboliva also makes sense because of Diva. But it is Arboliva.
I know it. I only remember that one because I'm like, and now I'm Arboliva from Shrek.
Huh?
I heard like a joke once where it was like something about using the phrase like, and now I'm a believer with Arboliva.
Oh.
I don't remember the. And to this day,
That's funny.
I think of that whenever I'm pronouncing the Pokemon's name, as I'm like, no, I know what this is because of Shrek. Shrek has taught me what this Pokemon's name is.
That's actually very funny. Hippopotas that makes sense, obviously.
Hippopotas.
They actually did pronounce, I think in the Gen 3 Poke Rap, they did pronounce Kyogre Kyogre.
Yeah.
But that's just the Poke Rap. That's not.
That's just the Poke
back
Rap.
when 4Kids was producing it. But in the actual show, they did pronounce it Kyogre.
Ron, is there a reason that you became a robot right now?
Am I a robot to the audience too? I would assume so because obviously it's coming from.
I don't know. There'll be a delay, but you are very much a robot to me. Someone says
That's
yes,
just
you
internet.
are a robot. He's dead.
Am I better?
Yes, you're better.
Did I sound cool though?
Someone said evil green 7.
was I a cool robot at least?
It was the coolest robot sound I've ever heard Discord do. Like I was like, do I tell him? Because this kind of sounds awesome.
Ronbot.
Fake green 7. No one said that one. I say that one. That was my joke.
Does anybody else pronounce Wartortle because of the Poke Rap?
Yeah. Wartortle. How about
Charmeleon!
Wartortle? Is it Ivysaur or is it Ivysaur?
It's definitely Ivysaur.
It is. I asked the question and I realized it's Ivysaur. I say Ivysaur because I'm like, it's easier.
Now, this is just a personal thing for me. I don't think that anybody who does this is like a bad guy. But like, I'm not a big fan of people saying Pokemon. Since I was a child, I was always against people saying Pokemon. That's just me.
I feel like it's because it's become less about like a mispronunciation, and it's often used for like, I don't understand this dumb thing.
Exactly. Like adults who don't know Pokemon say Pokemon. So it's like, why would also the kids say Pokemon?
Yeah.
You should say it correctly.
It's become a mocking thing. I feel like is part of the reason.
You're right.
Yeah,
So,
I got called out
yeah.
for one in a video recently. Fakemon.
Oh,
Go ahead.
it's definitely like Fakemon.
I say it different.
You say Fakemon?
I say Fakemon. Because
But I don't even say. But I
Pokemon.
don't say Pokemon. I don't say Poke. I say Pokemon. I say Pokemon.
So you'd
So it's
say
like I would never
Fakemon.
even say
Yeah.
Fakemon. I would say I say sometimes Fakemon. I say sometimes, but I'm trying to think. Hey guys, Ron here. I made some Fakemon. No, I say Fakemon.
You do say.
I say Fakemon.
You had to go into a different part of your brain to access the knowledge.
It's like, yeah, like, so Pocket Monsters, and then in Japanese, Pokemon, and then Pokemon, yeah, it's
No, keep going.
Pocket Monster, get to the
You cut out at the very, very end, and
I
it was
got cut out!
it was better because of it. It was a Pokemon. Nothing.
Like, Ron, you're not allowed to speak Japanese.
We need to do a video where you start out and you come in and you say greetings beyond Vanu, it's Ron here, and I do a video where I say, hey guys, Stern here.
Wow, what an amazing concept. It will be the best video ever.
All right, bye, Ron.
You said it like it's a whole concept for a video.
No, I was just like, wouldn't it be funny if we swapped? And you're like, no, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I'm like, awesome.
It's not dumb, it's just more like, that's not even a thing. It's not like a, it's not a, like, I don't know what it will do for, like, it won't do much in terms of entertainment.
Someone here wants to know, why is Ron being mean to Stern? The comment's gone, don't bother
Someone
looking
is Stern.
for it. The mods got rid of it, but they want to know.
Well, to be fair, there's two chats, right? Are people, like, chatting on Twitter?
Yeah,
I've never seen Twitter chat.
every now and then. My fan base is a lot more on YouTube, but we have people on. We got raided a moment ago, and I was like, I didn't realize that we had that set.
Interesting.
Yeah. Are you gonna? Well, you don't stream on Twitch. You don't.
No, I stream on YouTube.
Exclusively. Real Jungle Skog wants to know, why is Ron being mean to Stern? Thank you, mod. I'm drawing. I have a video coming out today that I'm kind of nervous about how it's going to work out, because it's another PokeTubers as Pokemon video. I'm like, should I have gotten permission from people to talk about them?
Why? Why do you think? I would never have thought that.
I don't know, because I get scared. Ron, I live my life in a constant state of fear.
That's healthy sometimes.
But, you know.
We're all animals.
We're all animals. We all live in our fight or flight response. Some of us more accurately and better than others.
That's what sucks. Like, all these anxiety disorders are just like...
It's your brain
Us-
trying to protect you, trying to be like,
Yeah.
hey, don't worry. But it's our brain
Like,
trying
in
to
the
protect
wild,
us.
it would have been kind of okay.
Yeah. It's
Although
our-
it obviously wouldn't. It's just like, yeah, hyper active version of what is actually okay and fine to have.
Well, it's our brain trying to protect us and be like, hey, you should be scared. It's like, of what? Yup. You should be worried right now. Oh, why? You know. You're like, oh god, you're right. If you think about it hard
to your own
enough,
brain.
you can.
Well, yeah, I guess you can. It's just funny because technically your brain is you. You are your brain. Isn't that crazy?
Ron's on drugs. It sounds like a very I'm high on drugs type of thing to say, Ron.
That's just my life, honestly.
Just, are you on drugs? Make a lot more sense if I was. Just sitting there. Isn't it crazy
Actually-
that, like, you can't talk to your brain, but it can talk to you? Uh-huh.
I'm justifying being here longer by starting to do some work, actually.
That's fine.
Because if I don't do work, then I gotta go. You know.
Well, I will let you go because I want to get back to doing the commissions and talking and making sure that I'm doing the right stuff for people. But thank you for hopping on.
I'll be here for another 1 minute.
For 1 minute. Quick, everyone. What do you have to say to Ron? Oh god, the delay. It's gonna kill them.
Yeah, your delay is actually way longer than I've seen.
My delay should be set to like the lowest limit. I have it set to like no latency. I bet you it's because I'm on Twitch and YouTube that it's like
Maybe.
applying something. I don't know. Listen, man, I just sit here. Someone says currently watching the stream on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Ron, eat burger, someone says.
Eat burger. Burger.
Eat burger into the mic, they say.
What does that even mean? Ronnie Burger. What does that mean?
Ron, eat burger. I think it's a joke about me because I often forget to eat and I've nearly passed out on streams before. And so they will often tell me,
Oh.
eat burger.
Is that like default food for you, burger?
Explain default food. I think I know what you mean. Like when you think of a food, is that what you mean?
Yeah. Like. Yeah, I guess literally that.
I guess, yeah. Burger is like my like, if an alien came to our planet and was like, show me a picture of food, I'd probably like pull up a picture of like a cheeseburger and be like, this is what food is.
Which is crazy because like that's so American centric, you know? Like.
Well, I hate to break it to you, Ron. I'm American.
Oh. Okay.
Ron does
Hi.
have to go, yeah.
I have to go.
He has to go.
I just, for example, like, I don't like,
Are you gonna like pull out like show me a picture of food? You're like, here's a crepe. Like, what are you talking about? Making me feel bad about it.
what I was gonna say is that, forgot the term for when you don't do this thing that I'm trying to say. What the hell am I trying to say? Oh my god. Double standards. I don't do a double standard. Or I don't. Alright. I think.
What are you talking about?
Okay, listen. I think the media. Society.
No, go. You know what? Go on. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
I
no.
shouldn't have interrupted. Go
I
ahead.
love doing this, but I love making it sound like I'm about to say something crazy, but it's actually just something so like the opposite of that. The media that countries produce, I think, are a little too centric to they're too focused on their countries, which obviously makes sense. I'm not gonna blame people for doing that. Okay. But for example, too much of American, let's say, cartoons. I'm gonna do cartoons because cartoons are always the most like not parody, but they're the most exaggerated version of whatever culture they're from, right?
Sure.
So cartoons, there's just too much like American references, like too much talking about burgers, pizza, Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. What are you watching?
No, like for example, if they're talking about a mythological creature,
Oh,
they're not
they'll bring up Bigfoot.
They're not talking about an Asian dragon. They're talking about Bigfoot. They're talking about I don't know whatever is in American cryptid, right?
Yeah.
Same thing in Japan. Like in anime, they're talking too much about Japan. Like it's too Japanese anime. I like it because I like Japanese culture, but like sometimes I'm like, does it like even when they're going to like a fantasy world, like even if it takes place in a like Full Metal Alchemist, for example, like it takes place in like in a fictional country based on Germany and England, but then you'll randomly have like them doing something that's so Japanese that makes no sense, you know? In that society, you know, and that's a light thing. Like then you have a billion anime that just half of the plot is related to something that only happens in Japan, and then vice versa. Again, in America, it's just like doing something that is just so American. It's like I want more things like, for example, I know even though obviously like Lord of the Rings is like very Eurocentric, like all the things that are based on like European fantasy and like European creatures, and even like literally the geography and the people are based on Europe. Mm-hmm. But like I want more things that are like completely removed from America, not from like like real world culture, like something new completely. I'm trying to think of an example like that. Obviously, I do love it when things are inspired by different cultures. Like I guess I do want countries to take inspiration from cultures that aren't their own. Like for example, you have Attack on Titan, which is like it's not Japanese, like it doesn't take place in a Japanese inspired fantasy world. It takes place in at least for a majority of the series in like a German inspired fantasy world. Or like it's cool to like imagine like an American show was I guess Avatar: The Last Airbender is a good example where it's like it's very not American and like the world is inspired by Asian, locations and cultures. I want more of that, like where like you don't take inspiration from your own culture. Because then it becomes like a completely new fantasy world and it's just more fun. What the hell is wrong with me? That was like such like a rant that had nothing to do with anything now that I think of it.
Ron, you just go ahead. I'm scared to interrupt at this point. Whatever you need to say, you go.
No, this could be a dialogue. It's not like I can be wrong. It's not even about diversity at that point. Like it's more just like accessibility even. It's more like it becomes more original, I guess. It's cool. Ron's first time on a Stern stream and he's going straight to low tier god.
I love it. Welcome to the stream, Ron. How are you doing? I want the cut of like, we don't know God's name, and then cut immediately to like, and that's why I think we need to stop Americanizing them. Anyway, that was Ron.
And that's the thing, it's not like anti-American, it's anti-every country being only their country. Although I guess that technically is like like if you want to make it political, and even though this is not my political opinion, I don't know what it is in terms of this. We're not going to talk about it, but like, I guess that's anti-nationalism,
Culture,
I guess?
yeah.
I'm trying to think what that would be if it was political, but it doesn't matter because this is not political.
I don't know, man. I'm so scared.
That's what's so annoying, that people are so scared when I talk about things that aren't Pokemon.
People get so scared. Picture of Ron. People get scared when I talk about things that aren't Pokemon.
Like, don't you but why can't you like give me your opinion on what I just said? Because I guess you just don't even you never thought about it. So to be fair, like,
why are you yelling at me?
It's not like this is your opinion or anything. Because so it makes sense that you don't have anything to say about it.
Well,
but,
I'll formulate an opinion for you. I'll formulate something. How do I feel about Americans in anime? I understand what you're saying.
Like, no, how do you feel like that American media is so American? Or like any media from that country? I guess to be fair, I assume the media you watch is American.
We've gone over this. I don't watch enough anime.
Yeah, so it's like I only formed this opinion once I saw other cultures like media and realized, wow, they do the same thing that Americans do, and it's like, no, it's just like.
I think it's like almost the language of entertainment. It's like rather than entertainment groups focusing on like what do we know, they're like people don't care about what we know. Entertainment is an American thing. Entertainment is a Japanese thing, whatever. And so it's like, oh well, we want to play heavy into that, right? It's like they're like, we want to play heavy into that. That's not the language. The language of entertainment is the language of America, almost. And so it's like, I don't know. The references have to be of that. It's like in sci-fi, the language of sci-fi. You don't say the motor's busted, so we got to go and get a wrench. And you're like, the quantum defibrillator is on the fritz. We need to. It's the language of the media that you're using. I don't know if that makes sense. You're right. You know what? It is easy to sound like a crazy person talking about this. I owe you an apology, Ron. But yeah, I just think it's the language.
That's the thing. People are. You should be allowed to sound crazy because that's just that's what you sound like when you were just trying to formulate any kind of opinion. You're like, if it's not just like I like pizza, then you'll sound crazy if you'll be like, if you start talking about pizza in a way that's like you're just formulating your opinion on pizza, but it sounds crazy if you're not now like talking about the sauce and the toppings, and you're like, oh, but this thing implies this, and this makes this taste this way, and whatever. It's like you sound like you're rambling, but it's just me just trying to formulate a normal opinion. I'm trying just to come to a conclusion that is normal.
Strange Star Tracker brought up a good point, and I think it connects to the whole thing. They said you should see the American section in supermarkets at other countries, which I have seen pictures of that. And I feel like, yeah, it is all like memeified.
It's so weird.
Yeah. It's like, this is what we see as America, and it is cheeseburger, American flag, sugar cereal. And it's like, nailed it. Like, Zerplergon says, don't get me started on pizza. And I'm so terrified for what that could possibly mean. Oh, don't get me started on pizza.
I mean, I have opinions on. Here's the thing. I have opinions on literally everything. It doesn't mean that it's my definitive final opinion, but I do like whenever I encounter literally anything, I will think about it. You know.
Mm-hmm. You're one of those people who someone could say, "Give me your opinion on blank," and you could formulate an opinion on it.
Yeah, I guess it's also like YouTuber mindset where it's like, it's not a healthy thing, to be fair. Where it's like, I'm always in the mindset of like, someone's gonna ask me my opinion on this thing, and I need to relay my opinion on this thing because I am a public figure, even though I'm very much against like public figures or like celebrities having to say literally their opinion on literally everything. But like, but it's also because I'm interested in a lot of things, and I like to be, I guess, validated that it was a good idea to be interested in everything. Like that, like there's a use for me thinking about everything. So like I will always, like in the shower, I have the most shower thoughts. Like it's all shower thoughts when I'm in the shower. It's not like turn off.
It's all shower thoughts when I'm in the shower.
All thoughts in the shower are shower thoughts. That's a shower thought, to be fair.
But you had it here, so it's not.
I am in the shower. I said I wanted to be multitasking. I told you this. Ask me. Okay. Honestly, this is a fun exercise. Literally, ask Stern and me about literally things that you think we've never thought about. Like things that you don't see people even thinking about. And then I'll try to have an opinion, even if I don't have an opinion on it. I'll be like, actually, that's that.
I'm gonna close commissions now because I feel like we're gonna get through the ones that I need to get through, and then we're gonna have no time. Did you see what I drew for you, Ron?
For me?
Yeah, I drew something for you.
Oh, we don't know the name of God. Actually, the reason why that is like that, where like the Judeo-Christian God doesn't really have a definitive name, is because he's basically an amalgamation of a bunch of different gods back then, and then they just, combined a bunch of different like Canaanite and gods from that location and just made one god.
Fair enough. I always thought that it was like the whole idea of like God is so powerful that he cannot be comprehended and therefore his name cannot be stated.
That's what I used to think, and that's what I thought was like it's a cool thing regardless. Like if I were to make like a fictional like story where there was a god, I think I would have that god character would be like one where people don't know the name of, and it's like maybe even like hearing his name will make you messed up,
That's called
cool.
Cthulhu. You just invented H.P. Lovecraft.
I just did. It's very natural. I think I'm gonna be racist now too.
If someone could clip that, I would appreciate it. And if you could send it to me, I'd appreciate it so much more.
Ron, are whales fish? Okay, you don't have to ask me like facts because that's not like an opinion.
The other one was, what do you feel about dinosaurs having feathers? And it's like, I'm pretty sure they did.
I love that.
Until science tells me otherwise.
So okay, so if you're asking my opinion instead of like the fact whether or not they have feathers, I love that dinosaurs are slowly becoming, like people are realizing that birds are dinosaurs,
Yeah.
And like it's fun, and it sucks because like when you bring it up to like the older generation, they're like, God, shut up. You're just. It sounds like to them like you're just like being too woke or being too like you're just talking about like a fantasy.
Yeah. Back in my day, dinosaurs were like dragons. They were incomprehensible.
Exactly, but it's like I like the fact that they are bird. Not okay, all dinosaurs are not birds, but I like that all birds are dinosaurs. That's pretty sick. It's made me it's what made me more interested in dinosaurs. I'm not compared to everybody I know. Like all my artist friends, that they love dinosaurs. I love them dinosaurs the least out of all my friends.
I love
who are
dinosaurs.
Artists. But for example, I used to not care about ninjas. I used to be like, I hated ninjas. I was like contrarian about ninjas. But then I watched Naruto, and I'm like, all right.
Ninjas are cool.
I love ninjas. So say maybe I'll watch some kind of dinosaur media.
What was your aesthetic in high school, Ron?
Very just like not an aesthetic.
I showed up.
No, it really was just like not being. I was part of like every crowd, like mostly because I had a small school, so there weren't like huge groups of like like the goths and the this and the that. I was like, but there were like tiny like there were like the jocks and there were the nerds and there were the losers, but the thing is that everybody was that though. Like you'll talk to the jocks and you realize, oh, they're all nerds. You'll talk to the losers and you realize they're all jocks.
Yeah.
So like, and I'm well, to be fair, I'm not a jock. I don't care about sports at all. But like, I was part of every group. Like,
There's
I would like
no
hang out.
sport that
one-
you care about.
I'll prefer a sport over another, but I don't care about any sports.
If
no.
I said, Ron, let's go sport tomorrow, what are you picking?
To play or to
Yeah.
watch?
To play. We're gonna play sport.
Pickleball?
All right, never mind.
Because that's one of the most fun games to play.
I played golf last weekend. I love golf.
Golf is hard. I'm
Golf
not
is
good
hard.
at golf.
I'm not good at golf either. That's what makes it hard. and that's what
Okay,
makes it fun.
okay. To be fair, yeah, like mini golf would, if it's like it's easy to just or go, yeah, golf. If I could do like well, if I wasn't like 100% a beginner, yeah, golf would be the answer, honestly. And if we had like the money
The money.
to like get to be in a very nice course with like a cart,
Oh,
and
It's like-
I mean, I don't have all the clubs and stuff.
it's like $80.
I mean, yeah, and pickleball is like free. So like,
Fair. You know what? It's pickleball. You're right. I digress. I did I don't want to say it because it'll tell people where I live, but I went to I guess it's not where I live now, but I went to high school with one of the best current athletes in the world. And we sat
Whoa.
across from each other.
LeBron James.
No, not LeBron James. We're the same age. Like we were in high school together the entire time. And people are like, it's such a cool athlete. So cool. I'm like, he's okay. And they're like, what, you don't like him? I'm like, listen, I know him. He's
Are you gonna say this guy, or you're gonna leave him anonymous?
I'm gonna leave him anonymous because I don't want people
Okay.
being like, oh, now I know where Stern went
Where
to
high school, yeah, that makes
'Cause
sense.
this
question,
person,
quick
I'm
question.
sure
Sorry.
it's-
How do you select in Photoshop, like I forgot how you select just the entire layer.
Click the layer. Control click the layer.
Control click the layer. That's it. Yeah. There you go.
What
Thank
are you
bye.
working on?
Oh,
Never mind.
Pokemon video.
What are you working on? Never mind. This is a problem. Sorry.
Now the question is, I want to expand that selection too. So expand.
Expand.
I know how to expand.
Domain expansion.
Domain expansion.
Oh, Ron, how about this? I got a question for you. You like anime. What's the
Not anymore.
Not anymore? Never mind.
Never mind. Continue. I actually
no,
I really like anime. I want to
said-
be asked anime questions.
It's like more so like entertainment stuff. Is there something like some show that everyone is into? Everyone's like, you gotta watch it, anime or otherwise.
I don't like.
That you're like, it does not seem interesting. I'm not gonna watch it.
No, because I am very much. I do prioritize watching the things that like are popular. But like doesn't mean they're gonna be my favorite. Like for example, my answer is gonna be something that I do watch and I am going to enjoy a lot. Like it'll be like, what is the most overrated thing I would say? Because I don't think I've ever like hated. Oh, is your question something that I know your question is more like something I haven't watched. And honestly, there isn't an answer to that because like I don't hate things that I haven't consumed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair, I don't hate a lot of things, but like
You'd give anything a chance.
I guess,
I'll try anything once.
I guess it would be like a reality. Okay, the answer would be like a reality TV kind of show. like-
Okay.
Yeah, if like everybody's watching a reality TV show that's very very popular, I'm not even close to giving it a chance, even if it is popular.
But what about something like, are you like, something like everyone is saying, hey, you gotta watch Stranger Things. Everyone's talking about Stranger Things. You gotta watch.
But they
it.
aren't saying that.
Right, but I'm saying, like, if that was the case, would you be like, oh, then I guess I gotta watch Stranger Things, or would you be like, I'm
Well, I
not
did watch it. I watched the first 2 seasons. for the same reason. But again, yeah, like if it's fiction, if it's like, especially if it's fantasy or sci-fi, yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out. And if everybody's telling me that it's good, yeah. So if you're okay, so yeah, if you're asking a show that I wouldn't check out, but everybody's telling me to check it out, it would probably be like like a reality TV show, especially if it's like one of those dating reality TV shows and stuff like that. It's like that's so manufactured and it makes like I don't like. I think I like things to be either completely fiction or completely real. You know,
right? You don't like the midway of like we're gonna pretend that this is real.
Exactly. Unless it's funny, like unless it's like comedy and it's well written, or like a prank. Like isn't like for example like I will watch like the Nathan Fielder ones.
I was gonna say so like
technically-
Nathan Fielder. How do you feel on that?
Yeah, that's amazing. Because it's a comedy. Yeah, if it's comedy, that's different. That I do enjoy. But I do find it like okay, if we're again going back to Ron's opinion and rants, like I hate the double standard of like you'll have anime, which is very weird, because it's a different culture, and there are a lot of weird things obviously in anime tropes. Every piece of media has weird tropes that shouldn't exist. But like again, like you have reality TV show and even American just normal shows that have these tropes that are very, very weird and very like that also like I agree should not exist, but the viewers are like totally okay with it. But then when they see it in like in a different culture's media, they're like, this is weird and crazy and stupid, and like how dare they? Like for example, you'll have like I'm trying to think. How PG were you going here?
Go for
Because
it.
I can stop the conversation.
No, go for it.
It's definitely it's not controversial or anything. It's more just like how PG you want me to be.
No, it's fine. Whatever you want to do, man.
Like you won't have any like.
You have a much bigger audience to lose than I do, so whatever you feel.
I find it weird when like a normal like American will be like, that, like, and this is nuanced. Like I'll like so the problem is if we're having the conversation, it has to be like a long conversation. I don't know if I should say it because it can't be a surface level. But like you'll have like an American being like, oh, this fan service in anime is very weird, but then you'll have a full-on sex scene in like an American show that is completely unnecessary and like and also like for example like I agree that you shouldn't have like underage girls in either American or Japanese doing weird things, but you'll have like literally characters in American shows like in like a normal like CW show, like characters are supposed to be teenagers like doing crazy things, while then you have but like an actual things, not like just looking hot, but they'll do like acts that are not
things
that are not underage people should not do on TV at least, or even in real life. But then in anime, you don't even have them do any of these acts. They're just maybe designed badly.
It's a beach episode.
They'll be designed and they'll be like objectified in a bad way, but they won't be doing anything that is like there's no like sex scenes in like an anime, in like a normal anime.
Oh, Ron, you're on the wrong animes.
I'm talking about like mainstream anime. There's nothing like that, but in mainstream American shows, they'll talk about it every episode, or they'll do, and they'll have like teenagers doing it, and it's like you'll have Euphoria, like that's a normal show that a normal like American will be like, yeah, that's a show. Even though obviously people think it's weird too in Euphoria, like it's become a meme, obviously. But yeah, you'll have.
Out of this. She's never done anything wrong to nobody. You leave her alone.
But then you have the double standard where it's like, but then you have like a character in an anime showing cleavage, and it's like, and that's way worse than literally Euphoria for some reason, which is I think Euphoria is way worse. If we're gonna have this double standard, like it's either none or both, I guess. You know. My problem isn't directed towards the shows themselves, but more the double standard, basically.
The double standard that they are representing within the show and that they're kind of enforcing. Or the fan
and
base
I get it, because like, yeah, like the fan service in anime don't like when it's like a fan service like gag, it's not necessary, it's dumb, but like. Actually, there's no point to that. But like I get it. Like I'm agreeing with some of the people in like the audience, in the viewers. Where like I feel mainstream anime does it quite often too. Like My Hero Academia. Yeah, like all those like scenes in My Hero Academia are completely unnecessary.
Hold on.
No, I'm not talking about like having a hot character. I'm having a character like tripping over this character, or like having Mineta, which is like, I don't know if you've watched
Mineta's
My
awful.
Academia.
Everyone, even the fans agree, Mineta's awful.
Everybody hates Mineta. There's no reason for Mineta. I agree. That's there's no point to that. That's just like, yeah, I agree. But then you'll have like, for example, I don't know if you've ever seen so in Naruto, there's a character called Tsunade. She's very curvy. Big assets, right?
I've never seen Naruto. I know who you're talking about. Go ahead.
Okay, but here's the thing. Her character is she's a very normal person. They don't really show like maybe when she was introduced, like for like, because like the whole point is like, wow, she's very hot, like the characters are noticing that she's very attractive, but like that's just her introduction. Like her plots, everything that happens in the show, you know, and this is like a long show, like 700 episodes, nothing is related to the fact that she's attractive. They don't do any fan service with it. She does have like cleavage, but like it actually makes sense. Like the design is like very not over the top. It's a very normal design.
She's an honorable woman.
She's very honorable, a very like respectable character, very like well-written female character in a show that doesn't have a lot of well-written female characters. It just so happens to be that the most well-written female character in the show has the most like cleavage.
Which I
let's
feel
say
like that's life. That's the way where it's
that's
like
life. She's dressing normally for what she would like. It's
Yeah.
not odd the way she's dressing, especially in the world that she's living. And but my point was. Wait, what was the point I was trying to make? Oh my god, I just wanted to talk about Tsunade. What was the reason I brought that up?
You're proving your point.
Why did I bring that up?
She shouldn't be objectified. So, for example, this character. Anyway, I don't remember what I was talking about.
I forgot. I was just thinking about Tsunade. Sorry. Also, Tsunade is an adult, which is weirder. What do you mean weirder as in like good weird or bad weird? Because why would it be weird?
Venom.
I think they're saying like it's a weirder case. Maybe like it's like not the kind of things that people are hating on. I'm trying to wait. What do you mean by that? It's weirder that she's an adult.
Please explain.
Explain that.
For the love of God, I need you to explain.
What was the point I was trying to make? Because it was in response to someone else in the chat. Why did I bring that character up?
Ron's in hot water.
No, what was before Tsunade? You talked about a girl.
Don't,
Or did you just...
Ron, I don't want to be brought into this. Don't pull me into this hole with you.
the person is expanding on their thought. Weirder as in like how teens in the shows get fan service, but Tsunade, the adult, doesn't. There's very much not that much fan service in Naruto, at least in like the canon episodes. They're actually like, it's very tame and very, like... I'm trying to. Oh well, Naruto does his sexy jutsu, like literally episode 1, but like, or episode 2.
But that's all. That's not a female character being objectified.
That's not a female character.
That's
Yeah,
an
that's not a
underage
female
boy.
Okay, you're right. You're right with Naruto, but that's like, that's why is that different? There's maybe I don't have an excuse. Maybe there's no excuse. Maybe that is bad.
Maybe
But,
you just
like,
wanted to talk about the character, and that's
it's not a
fine,
female
too.
character being. It's not a female character being taken advantage. You know, that's like usually that's more of a problem than like
Yeah.
sexy jutsu.
I want the clip of just Ron saying "sexy jutsu" out of nowhere. Trying to
The
activate.
point
his
is,
jutsu.
I think I know what my point is. That character, she's drawn very voluptuous, right? But like, no fan service, at least for 99% of her screen time, right? But someone who doesn't watch anime will be like, that's a weird thing. Look at that weird thing, right? But then you have literally, like in these American shows that are very popular, these underage characters that are like doing things that are crazy, that people would, you know, criticize, but they don't. And that's my point.
I feel like you just stepped away from a podium, and that is my point. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Looks up at screen, picture of Naruto character. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
There's no Twitter chat. Twitter chat doesn't exist. And by the way, you have...
Huh?
Your Twitter views have doubled in the last... since I came on, just saying.
Have I not been able to see the views from Twitter on my thing?
I'm definitely not able to see chat. Like, there's no chat for the Twitter for me.
Let me see what's happening here. that's the wrong Twitter. There we go.
Yeah,
24
nothing-
views on Twitter. Yeah, that's it. I mean, whatever. I know you're.
This is the first.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say you were asking me the other day about like teach me how to do Twitter. I was like, I don't know how to do Twitter. And then you're like, you're on
Yeah.
Twitter right now. Oh, am I?
Dang, this truly was a stern conversation. We did it. That's the thing. I feel like this is a continuation of that episode,
Which is
because
fine.
we didn't get to go into it.
Which is fine. Oh, I think with
sorry.
those, I'm
That-
like, we'll do an hour, and then very clearly, like everyone that I've talked to, like, I think Toxic Quids I left in where he's like, oh, are we done? I was like, yeah, it's been an hour. And he's like, oh, I could have kept going. I was like, I'm sorry. But yeah.
But guys, if you have an opinion on what I say, again, that's another thing that people always are. I'm annoyed that people think that when you say like an opinion, that's your definitive opinion. I mean, that's the classic thing online, that if you have a thing, that's now what you think forever, and if you change it,
Yeah, if you have an
you are
opinion,
bad.
let it be known now, because apparently Ron's got the vinegar in him.
Yeah. The point is, if I'm wrong, and I'm all down to learn, but
Ron has said, if you have an opinion, let us know. But it sounded an awful lot like, if anyone wants to fight me, you know where I'll be.
catch me outside. How about that? But the question is, but again, also, I'm sorry that was my niche interest. If you have any niche interest that you want my opinion on, if you want me to know, if you want me to give you opinion on whatever you're interested in, you can ask if you want. But
Ron, do you have fun when you do the contests?
yeah, I have fun doing it. I wouldn't do a video if I didn't have fun doing it. You know.
You've said that
Unless
before. and makes
unless
me
it was,
upset.
I have, but like unless it's like really like, I don't think that's the thing. I don't have videos on my channel that do like amazing, like a million views. But if a video was a million views, I would definitely do it even if I didn't enjoy it. But that never happens, you know.
Well, I think for me that's the thing too, is like a lot of my stuff is more topical, and so I get a lot of stuff that's like, hey, are you gonna do this video? And I'm like, probably. I don't want to, so I don't know when it'll come out. But that's kind of the curse that I've befallen onto my channel, is like, so much of my stuff is like whatever is topical, that it's like, oh, man, I have to do this now, because it's what's expected, right? Where it's like, I haven't played, and like for as an example, I haven't played any of the Hollow Knight series.
Yeah.
And I have a ton of people who are like, when are you going to do Hollow Knight? When are you going to do Hollow Knight? It's like, I would like to play the game before, and I don't have the time to play the game. And if I do have the time to play the game, I'm probably going to play something that I want to play because I enjoy it, rather than something that I'm playing because I'm like, I have to play this for work.
I wish I didn't turn my hobby into a career, because I want to now, for example, enjoy like Pokemon casually again. You know.
You're not allowed, Ron.
Yeah, like when I played, I have to like rush. I have to like. I'm not talking like a new game, like a new Pokemon game. I have to rush a little bit compared to what I would normally. Like, I
haven't-
played Pokemon games over like months, and
Yeah.
I can't do that with a new game.
Oh yeah, we talked about that before, where it's like, yeah, you'd love to be able to take it in over the course of several months, but I've got some time. I'd love to play my Pokemon game right now.
Or even like, I don't want to have like the mentality of like, I'm playing. I don't want to think about views when I'm playing the game, because it'll just make me depressed. Like, because for example, I know that my video about the game won't do well because like
Right.
people don't really watch my reviews, and I shouldn't be making a review, but here I am making a review, and now like I'm thinking that while I'm playing, when it's just like, so it's like depressing me. Or like I'm thinking about like, like I'm playing and I'm like, oh, I can't monetize this because I'm not like a Let's Play channel. I don't want to be. But I'm thinking about that, and I'm thinking like, what a missed opportunity. I'm not monetizing this, and that even if I wanted to, it wouldn't do well. And then I'm like jealous of like, oh, but all these other PokeTubers, they get to play this and also make a lot of money from playing it or whatever, and I don't. And I'm like, I should be doing that instead, but I'm not. And then I'm just,
And it makes you depressed because you're like,
it makes me
yeah,
depressed, and it's like not even the game's fault.
well,
A little bit the game's fault.
I gotta blame somebody. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna blame me? No. Gonna blame me
What-
for the choices I made? Absolutely not.
Just to clarify, I was agreeing with Ron. They said.
Nobody ever agrees with Stern. Stern is wrong so often. My dad was right. Ron, when did you decide, like, I'm gonna start making Pokemon content?
when I made it. Like
All right, screw me, I guess. Next question.
a little bit, like I'd say a little bit before I released the first one. Why would you assume that it was like years before I made my first Pokemon video?
I don't know.
Because the answer is yeah, like a little bit before I made the first video that was Pokemon related.
You were like, I'm gonna
So, like,
do this. Well, because like
I'm
you
gonna do
went
this,
to
and then I did it.
school for
Well,
stuff.
yeah, but I did it. My first video was technically in high school.
Oh, your music video.
Nope. So like, well, to be fair, I've been making videos since I was a kid, like since like middle school. Since I was like 12, I was making videos. I just wasn't. And then when I was 13, I posted like animations that are like very much privated, like basically skits based on like my friends and what we did in school. So I became a YouTuber technically at 13, but that like not like officially. And then when I was 17, I uploaded like in 2013, literally like a year before I started actually making like consistent videos. I uploaded just like a top 10, my favorite Pokemon, basically.
God, you and your lists,
That's
man.
And then well, for a majority of my first year, like like yeah, for a majority of like the first four years of my career, it was like yeah, opinion videos, lists and stuff like that. And then yeah. But yeah. So like it had nothing like the videos were upgraded once I went to like art school, but like it started before. It was when I was in high school I started the channel technically.
That's like for
like, I
me
started-
one of my
sorry.
greatest regrets. Go ahead.
I regret not doing it even earlier.
Yeah.
Because I regret it would have been cool if my channel blew up 4 years earlier and then I didn't go to art school, and waste all that money.
That was my question. So, do you feel like art school was a waste because you're like, I could have just made Pokemon YouTube videos, or do you? I mean, because I would feel like it was at least like this helped me in some way.
Regardless, it was a waste. Because it's like I'm paying way more than even like okay. So my brother and sister, for example, they went to like normal college, right? They went for free.
Wow.
It's because it's like community college and like New York, at least in New York City, the CUNY schools, which are like the city schools, the community colleges, or just the city schools, basically, are free now. Apparently, they weren't when I was a kid. Like even if I wanted, they wouldn't have been free. Regardless, even when they weren't free, they were super cheap, right? Because it's community college, but they're normal colleges in New York. They're not like a random community college in like
Right.
in the middle of nowhere. They're like good colleges, right? So like, so they're going for free. Even my friends who were like pre-law or pre-med or whatever, they're going for like, let's say, I don't know their tuitions, but it was like way less than mine. And mine was basically double the amount of normal tuition for literally the most useless degree, Because like, you don't go like there's no use for a degree for art it's based on your skill. You're based on your portfolio, right?
Right.
And like you only go to college for connections, and the problem is that I made like 0 connections because
Too
I
busy
commuted
drawing
to
Pokemon.
school. Well, that's the thing. It's like I was too busy making YouTube, so like doing my YouTube channel. So like I would go to school, then literally commute back home because there was no campus. It was like it was a New York City school. There's no campus, So it's like you go to school, you come back, you work on your homework for 30 hours because it was also like a computer arts degree, so it's like a lot of homework, or like big projects, right? So like 30 hours of homework every week, another 15 hours working on my channel back when videos took 15 hours to make. Now they take 40 hours, like a full week, for me at least. But the point is I didn't really make connections because I commuted, so like there was literally no point to college, and then I just wasted like 130,000.
Colleges have to come up with a solution to that. I know they won't because it's the solution is make less money. But they have to come up with a solution of like, hey, sorry, I'm having a hard time in school because I'm busy doing the job that I am being trained here to do. Right? Like, hey, I'm here to make movies and learn film, and it's really hard for me because I'm balancing my schedule with making movies and film. And it's like, oh, well, then you're going to fail the class. It's like, but I'm...
Actually, they were okay with that. We had a whole seminar where they were like, guys, we'd actually prefer you. We prefer if instead of you... We encourage you to go and get jobs and like internships related to your major and like do like slightly worse on like grade wise. Like we'd prefer you get a job, an internship, and get a B instead of get an A and have no internship.
Well, that's nice. But they're like, we get it. Our plan is for you to succeed. Because I feel like so many schools, it's like, hey, I can't come because I'm doing the job that I'm in school to learn how to do. And they're like, well, then you're going to fail. And it's like, oh, well, do I need it causes you to think, like, do I need the class to do that?
Yep. Well, regardless, it's also getting there nowadays. Especially arts, you have all the tutorials online. So like even though I liked my professors and stuff like that, there was just no reason for them. There's no reason to pay for it. It really is just the money. Down to the money. Like I had a fine time in college, but like for arts, it's just not. I would very much discourage anybody going to art school unless you are very social and you're there and if your place has like a campus and you're gaining friends and like connections and like you're making projects, yeah. But if you're just going alone, commuting to school, going back to home, and you're just there for the knowledge, it's not worth the money at all.
Like you said, you're like, I'm here for connections.
I'm talking about art school, by the way, too. Like,
yeah.
I'm sure that you... And what sucks for me personally, too, is like, so I had like student loans, right? And I didn't know that they were accumulating interest while I was in school. Like I was totally under the impression. I feel like that is the normal thing where like the interest starts accumulating after you graduate. So I basically had to pay an extra $30,000 that I didn't know I had to pay. If I went like an extra year to school for free, or not for free, like without, I had to pay for an extra year of school for no reason.
Right, because they're like, oh, the interest.
And what sucks is that I took out those loans because I thought that I wouldn't be able to pay for them yearly. But the thing is, I technically had a job. I had YouTube. My YouTube was paying when I was in college, and I shouldn't have taken out those loans. I should have been paying them instead of taking out the loans, and then I wouldn't have to had that extra $30,000 that I had to pay in interest.
Yeah, but that's kind of like the whole idea is like, oh, when you go to college, you get loans, and it's like, well, loans are bad. It's like, yeah, but you can't do it without it. It's like,
exactly,
sometimes you can. It's like, well, yeah, but you should get a loan. Aren't loans bad? Loans are terrible. Okay, so I'm gonna go to college. You should get a loan. What if I can pay it? You should get a loan either way. Yeah, it's like that thing. Like I was talking to my wife, the wife-inator, the other day. But like we talk about it all the time, where it's like, because I work with the youth, in different programs and stuff like that, and where it's like, the whole thing is like, hey, you should be getting a job, you should be getting a house. These are the things that you need to be acquiring to be a real life human being, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, those expectations were set up when those were realistic things that people could do.
Exactly.
And so now the thought process is like, you're a failure if you can't do those things. And it's like, no. No one can do those things. The only people who can do those things are the people who did it years ago, telling you should do these things.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm on a soapbox. I know. I feel it.
That's what we're doing here.
That's what we're doing here.
I was literally...
We don't know the name of God!
Here's the problem. So people ask, like, when I go to like a dinner party or like on dating apps or whatever, they ask you like, oh, what's your like recent niche interest? Like what's the rabbit hole that you're going into? Like some person will be like, I don't know, Genghis Khan. Another person will be like, the world of knitting. And the one that I went on like starting like a year ago was the historicity of God, of Judeo-Christianity, because like not like the religion aspect, just like the history
of the understanding of
what are the actual historical facts of everything, right? Mm-hmm. Because I mean, my whole life I learned only the religious aspect of it, right. And the problem is that you can't just tell people that, because then it sounds like you're trying to convince them to lose their religion,
Yeah, I get you. That's a hard conversation. That is a hard sell. Maybe
like I really want to talk about it, but I don't want to sound like I'm trying to make you think that you should, like, that God doesn't exist for you.
Maybe on dating apps have a secondary answer.
I honestly don't have. That's the problem. Is I don't really have another. Cause I can't say Pokemon. That's not really my niche interest. That's like my good job,
Yeah.
and that's also like, you can't really say a piece of media is your niche.
Did you have a
interest.
job before Pokemon? Before YouTube?
My dad has a photography and like video, like a video and photography, event photography studio, basically, right?
Oh, okay.
You know, for like weddings, bar mitzvahs, stuff like that. And yeah, I was like a videographer for him. But that's it. Like I never had like a non-nepotism job, or a service working job, or a retail job. No.
I used to work at an underwear store.
Men's underwear?
Nope. I won't say the name because it's a secret.
Hey.
But I was a manager, and I was a damn good one.
I think you actually told me this.
I don't make any secrets about it. I'm like, you know.
You have to be very personable to be a straight male working in that job. Like, you got to be like really good at not being creepy.
Oh yeah, I'm very good at not being creepy. Ron, you've met me.
I'll give you like an 8 out of 10 in that.
That's all you need, baby. That's all you need. It was great for my girlfriend at the time though, because like they would give up like free, like, hey, you get a free hoodie. And I'm like, well, they don't have stuff for me. So whoever I'd be dating, they were just like, I'd just be like, hey, do you want a free hoodie from this store that everyone loves?
Yeah.
And they're like, yes. I was like, awesome. Come pick it up. Everyone here knows.
Yeah. How old
who
were
you
you
are.
when you started that job?
I think I was 19.
I feel like I would be super cool with the ladies in high school if I had that job, because they'd know they'd be like, wow, Ron's chill. Like,
Ron's
he's
chill. You can't be not chill. You can't be not chill working that job. Like
Like, imagine like you're 17 working there, and like you must, like, a man, you must be super chill.
yeah.
Like, you must be. That sounds like that's the kind of guy like I want to like make the protagonist of like a story. Like, I don't know, like
real protagonist vibes.
like that's the kind of guy like maybe like he grew up with like 9 older sisters or something like that, and like I've always like, again, I'm the oldest. All my siblings have, like, I have a younger brother and a sister, and, like, they
also
all
the
have my
oldest.
interests. Oh, really?
Yeah.
And like I've always wondered, like, if I had like 9 older siblings that were all okay. Not why am I thinking 9? Let's just add normal, amount, like 3, 2 older sisters. 3 makes sense. For
11,
the story.
yeah, whatever a normal
3
number is.
older sisters. I feel like a guy who has 3 older sisters is super chill. Like,
Yeah. I'm the oldest of 3 brothers.
that's not usually super chill.
I'm not.
But you ended up being super chill.
I lied before. I'm not chill.
Because like, yeah, I'm the oldest of 3 siblings too, and like I'm not chill.
Yeah, we're not chill. Man, we're so messed up.
In the chat says, Ron, my mythology nerd is geeking right now. Well, that's the thing. That's why I was so interested in it, because like I'm interested in mythology, right? And I'm always like, wow, all these different cultures have super cool mythologies. Why doesn't mine have a mythology? And then I realized, wait, it's because
We
all
stole
those
it.
other. No, well, that too, but also because like all those mythologies, like Greek mythology, all these mythologies used to be religion. The difference is that my stayed a religion over thousands of years and didn't become a mythology.
Yeah, that's a bummer. I mean, it's not a
That's-
bummer, but it is kind of a bummer on that aspect.
But then I realized, wait, but that's all. I mean, at least from my perspective, even all religions are technically just myths, from my perspective at least.
Yeah.
So it's like, and the main reason why I got super interested in this is because, again, in anime, they are chill about turning, let's say, Shintoism, which is, I guess, the majority religion in Japan, even though most people are atheists in Japan, but like, the Japanese religion, they're totally fine with turning it, like, mythologicalizing it, whatever the word would be. They're super fine, like, what would be blasphemy in America, like making a show about, like, Jesus or whatever.
Yeah.
They're totally fine doing that in Japan, and it's super cool where you have, like, say, Naruto. You have these characters are literally named after Hindu and Shinto gods, and they also have these powers based on these gods, and they have these lores based on these gods.
Well, because they
And
know
I
they're
want-
like, what's the best way of spreading the word of like our religion? What if we made it an anime? And it's like, holy hell, that's
it's not,
perfect.
But it's not there to like proselytize or anything. It's there because like these are epic stories. Might as well take inspiration for my art.
Yeah.
But in America or in the West, you don't have like if you have a like for example, there's this King David animated show or animated movie and even show that's out right now. There's a bunch of things based on King David, but they are just literally taking the story and adapting it instead of making an entire new like piece of fiction that is inspired by different aspects of the Bible. That's I think super cool. Like, have you ever seen the movie Mother?
No, I haven't.
It's with Jennifer Lawrence.
No, I have not.
Okay, actually, I mean, I'm not even. Technically, it's a bad example because it actually is very much like an allegory. But like the whole point is like, I don't want it to just be an allegory. I don't want it to be an adaptation or an allegory of that story. I want it to be just like, oh, I'm gonna like make a show where this guy has
There you go, Timothy.
like what's a cool figure in the Bible? I'm trying to think. Like that has like powers.
My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Let's do Saul.
My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Let's do Saul.
No. Let's do what's his name?
King Solomon.
No, let's do Moses. Let's just do Moses, okay?
Oh, look at
Okay.
it. Oh, sure. Why Moses? Do you have a particular
Do you have a
favoritism?
preference?
Do you have a preference towards Moses?
No. But the point is easier because like Moses has like these cool like power feats. Obviously, like Jesus has feats, but like they're like not minor, but like they're like you can't really turn them into powers. Okay, I mean you can. Like okay.
We don't know the name of God.
The difference, Jesus is very much Jesus. If I now made a character that walks on water, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's inspired by Jesus.
Samson.
Samson's a little too. That's just strength, No. Okay, let's do Samson though, because for example, if this was like Japan, and there are characters based on Samson, but if this was Japan and this was an anime, they'll be like, let's make a character. This is like a show that has nothing to do with the Bible. This is a show about like gangs in Tokyo, and you'll have a random character named Samson who's super strong and has long hair, and he derives his power from his hair. You'll have that random character, and he's not literally Samson. He's a random guy from Tokyo, but his name is Samson, and he has powers from, he has Samson powers,
A character who's like super strong, but if you cut their hair, they die, does sound like an anime
Like
character.
a JoJo, it's like a JoJo character. Like, they would literally do that.
Yeah.
They don't do that in America. We don't have, like, fictional characters that are inspired by, like, Western figures.
Okay.
Like Record of Ragnarok. Okay, here's the thing, you guys. The difference is like you'll have anime that you have the literal character. Like there's a show called Record of Ragnarok, which is literally you'll have literal Adam versus literal Buddha or something like that. I never watched the show, but it's like literally a whole tournament of these famous. You have like Jack the Ripper versus this. Japan loves Jack the Ripper for some reason. He's in like every anime.
I understand.
But like. That's the point, is that Japan will take the even Western figures and they'll put them in the show. There's various anime where there's a character named Jack and he loves to cut people.
Real Jungle Skog says his name would be Samu-san.
Yeah, exactly. There'll be a guy named Samu-san. Like yeah. I want to see more of that in Western media. But we wouldn't do that because you have people be like, oh, that's blasphemy,
Like it's blasphemy. No, that's cool as hell.
And even it wouldn't be blasphemy because the thing is that I don't want the literal characters. I just want a guy named.
I want a reference to this character. The Bible has some cool characters in it. We need to reference them more heavily. But then the believing system says, oh, that way we can outreach to. No,
exactly.
because he's cool.
I don't want. It's not going to be a Christian piece of work. Just like again, you have literally a King David movie out right now. That's just an adaptation of the show. It's of the thing. It's like that's not what I really want to see. I want to see a show about
Go ahead.
people with powers in like a fantasy setting, and there's a guy named Mo, and he can split the sea. That's his power.
Uh-huh.
But he isn't literally Moses,
He has 1 of 10 powers dependent on.
He has
the
1 of
day.
10. That's so cool. He's Ben 10. Imagine Ben 10 was inspired. Like if this was if this was Japan, Ben 10 would actually be inspired by Moses instead of being a completely original character. You know?
Ron, I'm scared.
Like imagine. But this is me talking, not you. You can say whatever you want. You can do whatever you want.
Ron does not speak for the opinions of the Sterninator HQ. Don't come for me. I will give you his address if you
Why?
need
Wait.
it. It's 1.
Whatever.
No, I think you're right. I agree with you 100%. Just the fact of, like, I heard the phrase, yeah, Moses could be like Ben 10, and I immediately thought, how did we get here?
The thing is, like, I'm worried if I say, like, Jesus, for example, like, then, yeah, people would be like, Ron, you're saying things that are crazy. But, like, I'll take the Jewish,
You gotta pick your guy.
characters, let's say, because then, at least Jews don't see them as, like, God, you know? Like, nobody, like, Jews don't worship Moses, you know?
Yeah, he
So,
was
like,
a cool guy who did a lot, but other than that, you know, it's... I don't know the lore as heavily as I should for Moses.
I mean, that's why the Prince of Egypt was so cool, even though that's, again, an adaptation. But, like, it was cool because it wasn't, like, a religious adaptation. It was just like, this is a cool story. Let's tell the story, you know? While,
Yeah.
for example, the David movie that is that's out right now, it's like, that's
what
a
if we
Christian.
used AI to make...
That's AI? What the fuck?
Oh, yeah, they said flat out. They're like, yeah, we used AI a ton.
Because people are praising it and are like, wow, this is way better than Pixar.
It's like, well, it's AI.
Ah.
Which Pixar's using AI too, but still.
Like, different, like, technology, that is.
Different
not, like, for
technology,
the actual,
yeah.
like, characters or something. Will you be seeing Iron Lung when it comes out? What is Iron Lung?
Iron Lung
Oh,
is
is that
a game.
that's
Yeah,
the Mark
Markiplier.
Septiceye? Yeah. Did I say Mark Septiceye? Oh my god!
Fusion! Oh!
Mark Septiceye!
Good old Mark Septiceye. Hello, everybody, it's me, Markiplier.
Yeah, I'll see it. I'll check it out.
Zerplagon says he's biting the front of wheel part. Yeah, I think that's what I got. That's what's going on here.
So the people are telling you instructions for their own commissions? live?
But sometimes it's hard to figure out what's being said. It's like this one is. He says, I don't know if you can see my screen. He says He says he's biting the front of wheel part, and I have it here, but I'm also looking at the sketch. Jackiplier.
Jack Blair.
Lavatar just put all caps Mark Septiceye.
Here, I'll give you my opinion on Mark and Jacksepticeye. Mark and Sean.
Mark and Sean.
I think they're very, very nice people, and I'm glad that they are good role models.
Is Jacksepticeye's name? It is Sean, isn't it?
Yeah, apparently. Not apparently. I know for a fact. Like,
He was in.
and I've never
Dispatch.
watched either of them, by the way. I don't really watch them. I've only seen them on other people's things, like podcasts, collabs, stuff like that. I never really watched them on their own.
I don't know how I feel about the Iron Lung movie. I think I'm excited for it, mainly just to be like, man, this guy's been working his butt off on this project. I hope it works out well. When is Markiplier going to be on Stern Conversations, buddy? You're giving me a lot more credit than I have in real life.
An example, for example, yeah, like in Hindu, you have like the Bodhisattva, and you have,
My
like,
God,
the
Ron, are we still
Brahmin.
here?
No, because you have so many anime adaptations of this specific like 1,000-armed god, basically, and you have like these random characters in unrelated anime all using this attack that is like summoning an 1,000-armed god, and it's super epic. But then you don't have that in the West. Like you have America, the birthplace of superheroes. You have so many, characters with powers in American media, and yet none of them are inspired by Christianity. Oh, there are like if you'll have Marvel and DC characters that are inspired. Obviously, you have literal Satan in some of these. You have like literal demons that are from the Bible. Actually, never mind. You do have them in like comics sometimes, but never like the superheroes. They're always like the villains. Like you have like literal demons from.
I mean,
the Bible
they've said like the one above all in Marvel is supposed to be like a reference to like Jesus.
Yeah,
Jesus is Jesus is in X-Men comics. They're like, yeah, he's the most powerful mutant who's
He was
ever
a mutant.
existed.
Yeah. But I guess the difference is because like the Judeo-Christian God is like kind of boring if you think about it. It's just like everything.
Man
So
with
this-
beard and cloud.
While like even he's not even that technically. It's just literally not that. It's literally just nothing and everything at the same time. You know.
Oh, Real Jungle
while-
Scout says the character Jesse appears in Preacher, and I think Jesse is meant to be Jesus.
Like David's dad. Oh,
Oh.
Oh wait, Jesse is that David's dad's name? Yeah, that's
Yes, Joseph's dad. Joseph in the Coat of Many Colors. His dad's name was Jesse.
Joseph's dad is Jacob.
Listen, there's like 8 names in the Bible, man. I don't.
That's the problem. Is I know the Hebrew names, so I don't.
Oh, I gotcha.
I don't know really the English names that many.
We're speaking 2 different languages, but saying the same thing.
But yeah, that's an example. But even then, that's like, no, that's actually an example. Although to be fair, that show is apparently about religion. I mean, it's a name called Preacher. I'm just talking about a show that has nothing to do with religion, and you have random guy named Jesse, and he can walk on water and turn, water into wine.
If you could have any biblical superpower, what would it be?
Well, what's his name? Joshua stopped the
Stop
sun.
the sun! Yeah, dude, stop the sun.
So yeah, that's a thing that's a JoJo character right there. Like, a guy named Josh can stop the sun if he holds his hand up and he is still. That's like I love like when there's very specific about how the power is like utilized and
Yeah.
like, summoned.
Although they use that one a couple times, where they're like, same thing with Moses, isn't it? Where it's like the water, you have to hold up your staff, and then he gets tired, and then his brother comes and holds up the staff for him.
Exactly. The Bible is full of like those very specific things where it's like you had to do this condition in order to that,
We
and that's
need
why
more-
that didn't work because of the.
More more Bible-inspired JoJo characters, please.
So I keep on saying JoJo, but like honestly, Hunter x Hunter. I don't know if you've ever watched it, but Hunter x Hunter would 100% have all these characters, but they don't. Because like they have the powers in Hunter x Hunter are very like specific and like it's almost like coding, where like you have to code your
Yes,
power.
if this, then that. Yeah.
Exactly. It's so cool, Nen. But like,
Oh yeah, Zerp
So,
Gun,
like-
I see your notes. I'm trying to figure it out. But you're good. Sorry, go ahead, John. I'm trying to draw this one, and it's the one that I was having trouble with, like, understanding the inspiration for it. He's like, I'm saying stuff in chat. I'm like, no, I see it. It's very useful. There we go.
which is odd because like for example, yeah, and like I said, I literally started this whole conversation saying that American media is too American centric, and they'll have like Bigfoot, for example, which is an example of what I want. Like I want you to use your culture in like cool ways. Like just like how in Japan they'll like you literally have Pokemon utilizing various yokai in their media, but like Pokemon where they're not like literally showcasing a literal Kappa. It's like they're adapting into, let's say, Ludicolo, for example. That's really cool. I want to see that in America, where I don't want you to literally just put literal Bigfoot in the media and be like, oh, that's Bigfoot, you know?
Yeah, adapt it. Be like, this is an unknown creature of tremendous strength that we believe lives in this area. Monkey.
The difference is that all these cryptids aren't religious, so they're very like boring. They're like, it's just a big monkey or like a chimera. It's like no, like in Japan, like all these yokai, they're very specific. They have very specific powers and come in specific times, and they have very specific designs. They look very unique and odd.
They're a representation of XYZ.
Exactly.
They're
Well,
meant to. They're more a folk tale. Like, this is meant to teach you a lesson. Like, oh, you have to make your bed every morning because this yokai, I don't know, eats people who sleep in unmade beds.
Yeah, like you have to clean your bathroom, or else the guy with the long tongue will come and lick the bathroom and then your toes, and then
And then we
You'll
made
smell.
that Lickitung.
let's turn that to lick tongue. It's
We're like,
like,
let's make that into a children's character.
or like, don't throw out this lantern; it'll become a living lantern.
And that's
Like,
oh, it's Lampet. Lampet?
it's technically Dusclops,
Really?
based on the lantern yokai.
Dusclops isn't a lantern.
He has a light inside of him that is one eye, and if you literally
Well-
look at the yokai that is inspired,
Ron, we all have light inside of
a
us.
light inside. Let it show the light inside of you.
What is that?
I just made it up. It sounded like the beginning of a musical.
You tricked me.
An umbrella with an eye. Yeah, like just an umbrella with an eye. Like,
Yeah.
or that, like, kappas. They love cucumbers for some reason.
Just like Hatsune Miku. No, she loves celery.
She likes
Go ahead, Ron.
leeks.
Go ahead. Leeks. Love, and I love Hatsune Miku.
Hatsune Miku loves you.
That's not true. Don't patronize me.
Isn't that what they say in their songs? Every pop song is "I love you" or "I love someone else." Okay, if you're gonna make me rant again, here's another rant. It's not a rant. It's just an observation. That,
Okay,
like,
go ahead.
again, all like Western songs are like about just love or things that you love or like or have, right? What like at least 70% of it. But then I listen to J-pop and it's like
Uh-huh.
a vast majority is just like it's not about that. It's like just stories or like complicated feelings or like a situation. It's like that isn't necessarily about two guys dating. Well, it's just like it's about anything, and that's more interesting than like every song being about "I love you," which
Yeah.
is cool.
My
Love is nice.
my fans on here are wanting me to let you in on the Hatsune Miku lore that we have going on for stream.
Let me know.
I want them to bring back cowboys. Here's
What does that
why.
do with Hatsune Miku?
Hold on, we'll get there. I said, I can't. My thought is this, and I assume you have an opinion on it. Is we need to bring back cowboys because pirates are back. We know that. We need to bring back cowboys.
I have an opinion about One Piece, by the way, but we're not talking about that.
I want to bring back cowboys because here's my thing. Here's my thought on it. Highway robberies need to become a thing again.
Why? How does it help anybody?
Because before it was like it doesn't help any. It's not that it helps people. This is about harm. Is before we had highway robberies because they were like, well, we got all these shipments of goods coming through the West, yeah.
And they're riding in 14 miles per hour instead of 60 mile per hour huge tanks.
Hold on. Let me finish. We now are back to this point where we now have these huge trucks that travel through the desert, delivering stuff for Amazon or whatever. And we need to bring back people who just like ride out there on like ATVs who are like, "There's the truck, boys! Right on either side, we're gonna get them." And then we need to bring that back. And the joke was that someone pulling over and being like, "What do we got, Jimmy? We got Hatsune Miku body pillows, boys!" And then just like blasting the guns in the air. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Those aren't cowboys, though. Those are bandits.
Yeah, we need to bring back. Sorry, let me
We gotta bring
rephrase.
back bandits.
We need to bring back bandits.
Because I'm like, if you were saying cowboys, like guys just attending to cows, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm fine with that.
You're like, yeah, we have those.
If you have guys in hats looking at cows, you can do that all day. Bandits? I kind of want my Amazon shipment to come in less than one day. I very much like that. When I click on the Amazon button, it comes within 24 hours.
What we do is we ride into Wyoming, and when we see the truck, we just wait on cliff tops with our binoculars, sitting on our ATVs or our motorcycles or whatever, and we have one guy who keeps an eye out and he goes, "Here it comes." And then once we see the Amazon truck bustling through the desert road, we ride down on either side. We take it down. We kidnap the guy who's like driving the thing, and he's like, "Please, sir, I got a family." And we're like, "We all got families to feed." And then we take the shipment.
When you said piracy is back, you meant real piracy or fictional piracy?
Pirates.
Like in media or like real pirates?
Like we have pirates, the pirates who would take over the boats.
Oh yeah, like real pirates. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that's back. I think that's just always been there. I don't know if there's a rise in piracy.
Well, I didn't say there was a rise. Did I say there was a rise? I thought I just said we
I
have
heard-
pirates.
The problem is I can't rewind your streams. You know that? You set it to not rewinding. Is that on purpose?
I just clicked the button and I hope for the best. You give me a lot of credit here. That's not due.
Did you ask for my opinion on this opinion of yours, or you
Yeah.
just wanted to say
No,
it?
I want it.
My opinion is that I very much do not want that.
But one sec, because I have my guy.
Let it-
Zerplargon, I see your notes. I'm gonna do the spikes. It's very difficult to make out some of the details of the notes. I'm trying my best here. Go ahead, Ron.
Because you want to be nice to the host of the stream, and like agree with their opinion. I'm gonna say I don't want bandits
Why?
because there's no net good. There's actually no good at all.
How about if I phrase it like this? I want to be allowed to be a bandit.
Anyway, sorry. Also, it's like unless you be a bandit, you're not gonna see this happening. It's not like it's gonna be entertaining. You're not gonna be there unless you. Okay, you said you want to be a bandit.
I want to be a
yes.
bandit.
You hate commission so much that you want to be a bandit.
No. Do not put potentially true words in my mouth. Don't put those into the airways.
I'm trying to think if I have a similar opinion when it comes to like wanting old things to come back. Again, the obvious. I do want people to talk like this. See, I'm fine with that.
Isn't it that? Oh no, I was thinking of the transatlantic accent because I've heard people like, I wish that people.
Nobody
would talk-"
actually spoke
Yeah,
like
I was like, no one talked like that. That was a radio language, that was designed to be a mix between like American English and European
British.
British. Because they were like, oh, now we can talk to everybody. We need a language that sounds like it could be from either of these places. Like, okay, what do we got? I think we talk like this. Brilliant. Yep, that's it. First try. That's how people talk on the radio now. We freaking nailed it, boys. What's that? Damn, this chaos do be curious. Do not put potentially true words in people's mouths.
We talk the truth.
I hope
Honestly-
people are clipping these because I feel like there's just solid gold throughout this thing.
Here's another opinion. I very much don't think highly of people who think they're correct all the time. But obviously that's not really a spicy take. I feel like most people don't like people like that. Like if people say you should listen to me because I'm mostly always correct. Like I'm allowed to be confident in what I'm currently saying, but if a person ever says that they are usually correct,
Mhm.
and that's why you should listen to them, it's pretty odd.
Yeah, you should listen to me because I'm often correct. If that was the case, you wouldn't have to tell me, right?
True. Oh, that's like okay. Have you ever watched Game of Thrones?
I'm aware of Game of.
Okay, there's a
the
there's a
Wifeinator
line.
watched Game of Thrones, and I watched every now and then over her shoulder.
There's a
I drink and I
Um,
know things.
let me actually get the exact line, so it hits. Okay.
Go ahead.
So, in the show, you have a very spoiled, terrible, evil, young king that has ascended the throne, right?
Yeah.
Joffrey, and he goes on a rant in front of his, family, and then ends it with, I am the king. Like, as you must say, do what I say. I'm the king.
Yeah.
And then his grandfather's like, any man who must say I'm the king is no true king. Like, it just hits because like that's literally like he summed up the entire character in like 1 second and like put him in his place, and then like literally like kicked him out of the room even though he was the king.
Oh yeah, he like hits him. He's like, I'm the king. You do it. Doesn't he just come in and he just like smacks the shit out of him?
No, that's his uncle, and
Yeah.
that's okay. That's Tyrion. That's even funnier. But like, that's a different situation. But like, the point is, no. But then after he says, "I'm," that banger line, he's like, he goes to like the attendant, and he's like, "Take the king to the king is like tired. Take him to his room." And like as if saying like, take the baby to his to his bed and give him some milk before bed. And then he's like, "No, I'm not tired." And they're like, "You're tired. Like, go to bed." And then they talk about politics without him because he's a kid and he's not good at his job.
He's also the kid that Batman saves in Batman Begins.
Yeah, and Batman Begins. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't watch a ton of Game of Thrones. Again, my wife watched it and I watched it over her shoulder every now and then. I think we had just gotten like our first apartment and I was like doing stuff, like getting stuff done. And I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm watching Game of Thrones." "Do you like this?" She goes, "Everyone else does." I said, "Okay, but like, do we like this?" She's like, "Everyone says we do." I was like, "Okay."
Why? Wait. Sorry. Why did you not?
I didn't get into it. I just couldn't get into it.
Interesting.
Dragons were scary.
There actually weren't dragons in the first season.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
It's hard because like nowadays people don't really recommend the show anymore because of the bad ending, but like the ride was pretty worth it, honestly. What kind of shows do you really usually like 100% like click with or vibe with?
Well, wait a minute, 1 sec. Hey, Zerplergon, I'm gonna be done with this one. If you want, we can hop onto it out of call, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff that it's not translating over from your sketch, and I want to make sure I get it right. So I can finish it out of call, but I'm gonna hop onto the next one, because I feel like I pretty much got this one-to-one from your sketch, but it sounds like there's some stuff that you'd like changed, which is gonna require a little bit further conversation. So I'm gonna move on. I do love this little cart, though. What shows click with me? I don't know. I watch a lot of stuff that I'm like, let's see if I like this, and then I'll watch the whole show, and then I'm like, I don't know if I like.
You still don't know.
I don't know if I like that or not. And so I don't watch anything that's like, this is my show, this is what I love. Like I've been watching. Can't even remember the name anymore. The anime about cryptids.
That one.
And aliens.
Oh, Dandadan?
Dandadan. I watched Dandadan. I loved it. People were like, "Hey, did you know the new season came out?" And I was like, I cannot be bothered to watch the next season.
Really? Oh.
They're like, "Oh, didn't you love it?" I'm like, I adored it. "Oh, aren't you in a rush to watch the next season?" Not really. Like,
any reason?
I'm just not that. It's crazy because my channel is all about like, hey, here's the new thing that everyone's watching, everyone's doing. Let's get this done. I don't know. This is my second melodic that I've drawn this live.
Well, yeah, the season 2 of Dun is amazing, as good as.
I
maybe
watched
better than
it,
the first one.
but I just know when people were like, "Hey, it's out. Are you gonna watch it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I will. Probably not like right now, but at some point I will."
Yeah, there's no rush. I guess the difference. I think I will watch it immediately because also I do enjoy it, but I am in the spaces where people are talking about it, so I don't want to like get too spoiled, So I might as well watch them already.
Yeah. For those of you who are uninitiated, I told Ron once, like, I'm going to start watching more anime, and he was like, "Good for you." And then I told him, "Hey, I started this anime," and he immediately made fun of me.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Do you not remember this? It's seared into my brain.
No. Literally, I don't remember this at all.
I was
don't
like,
remember what anime you said.
I was like, I'm gonna start watching anime, and you're like, "Oh, cool, that's
Seven
awesome,
Deadly
man."
Sins. Is that what you said?
No, I was like, I think I told you like, "Oh, I've watched Seven Deadly Sins before," and you're like, "Oh, okay." I said, "Hey, I'm watching Vigilantes. I really, really like it," and you were like, "The guy started his anime adventure off by watching a spin-off of a different anime."
Oh, because you didn't watch My Hero Academia?
No, I didn't.
So yeah, that's weird.
I was just trying to have a good time, man.
It's a good show, but like, there's like you'll enjoy it way more. That's just my mentality. Where like I don't like. I prefer watching something to its peak enjoyment level possible. Like if there's a way for me to enjoy it more, I'm gonna do it that way. You know?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Real Jugal Skog wanted me to bring up that there's this ongoing thing with me where I will say stuff that's 100% true that happened to me, and no one will believe me. And I'm proven right that it did happen very often. For example, I brought this up last stream. Did you have the thing in school where death came and abducted kids?
What?
And then they showed you them like in a car crash, and then the kids didn't show up to school?
Isn't that the thing where like they scar people and make them not want to text and drive or something?
Yeah. It was don't drink and drive.
I just found that out. Like literally, that's a thing.
My school did this.
I
And-
think it had. What kind of school is it? Public school?
Yeah. We didn't have money. Yeah.
I think it's a West Coast thing. Because the other person that I heard is also West Coast.
Well, I went to 2 schools, so I went to a different school for half the day. And so I was not told this was happening, and I'd never heard of it before. So I just showed up to school, and I'm like in art class, and I look out the window and see the Grim Reaper. Because I guess they'd made the announcement that morning. I'd missed the announcements because I went to a different school. And Jingle Skunk says my mutant school, my X-Men school. I went to a school for like...
For the gifted youngsters?
Pretty much. They were like, you can learn whatever you want.
Oh.
They took my blood. But man, there's so many layers to this. I showed up to the school. I looked out the window. I saw the Grim Reaper. And I was like, hey, we all see this, right? Well, I guess part of the thing was you're not supposed to acknowledge it.
What?
So I was like, hey, we all see the Grim Reaper, right? And they're like, what are you talking about? And I was like, oh, sick, I'm dying.
They just gaslight you?
Yeah, it was like, hey, the whole school was like, let's gaslight Stern. So
You were new? You were a new kid?
no, I went to 2 schools. So I went to a different school for half the day. And yeah, so I came and that happened. And it
Why
was
did everybody know and you didn't?
because they made the announcement in the morning, hey, we're doing this. But I was at a different school in the morning.
Yeah. You had an unconventional experience.
I also had another class that I tell my friends from high school about. I'm like, hey, remember this class? And they're like, no, you're making that up. And I'm like, yeah, you remember the class we went in? It was called technology. And
Technology class.
yeah, it was called technology class. And like you learn different stuff every quarter. So like it was like, hey, this quarter, what you're gonna do is you're gonna learn how a plane works and how to fly a plane.
To be fair, that's a good...
Aerodynamics.
We should do that. That's
And
a good thing to do.
And then the next quarter it was like, now you're gonna learn Excel. So I went from aerodynamics and how planes work to Excel.
I think computers should be a separate class and not in technology class.
Well, the class also wasn't. The class was in like a garage. And there was a glass wall where people could watch us, and they would watch us and like take notes. And we couldn't have like our phones or our backpacks. They're like, you have to hang these up before class starts. You cannot have these with you during class.
Wait a second. Sorry. What the hell's going on?
Are you also drawing melodic?
Oh. Oh no.
Have you been on the same layer the whole time?
No, I might have deleted something that I really needed.
God.
Thank God I didn't. Let me go to my recycle bin. Thank God
And
I
right in front of all the people too.
didn't empty it. Oh my God. Oh, and that means the whole time I... Wait a second. There it is. Okay. I found them. How do I restore? I hope they don't get corrupted. Like, have you ever restored something from this recycle bin? Because I have not.
Like a Photoshop file?
That was just a normal video file.
You'll be fine.
Like MP4. Okay. 'Cause,
I did it earlier today. I did it
cool.
literally right before stream.
Well then, false alarm.
Oh, my new video drops in 4 minutes.
You schedule all your videos?
I'm changing it from untitled to live right now.
Oh, okay. Because that's what I do.
You changed it from untitled to live?
Yeah.
I saw how you did it once. Like, you would explain, like, oh, here's kind of what I do, and I realized, like, I think I can reverse engineer this. So I'm changing it to public. I turned a bunch of people that we know into Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Well, not people I know. People you know. One of them's Toby. And one of them's Grim.
Yeah, but I know what you think about him. But who is it? That was a terrible joke. Oh my god.
I only vaguely understood what you were trying to convey.
Yeah, like I didn't put I didn't put it together well. So I'm very glad you at least understood it.
Anyway, when I was in this class, they had to take our blood. So they had people watch us. They took our blood. We weren't allowed to have our backpacks or anything that we could use to communicate with people. It was fine. And every time I talked to friends from high school, I'm like, hey, remember this class? They're like, no, none of us were in that. And I was like, you're right. None of you were in that class.
We had technology class, blood class.
Today, we're learning bloodletting.
Grab your leeches.
Everyone gets one leech. Don't drop it. Okay, the school only has budget for one leech per student.
I don't know why the word leech by itself. Like leeches is not funny, but one leech is funny to me.
Just
A single leech.
a single leech. Each student gets one leech. But yeah, every now and then I go back in my mind of like, I remember my high school experience, and I'll explain it to people, and they're like, that never happened to anybody. And I'm like, no, that's what happened. That's what we did in school. They're like, no, you didn't. No one has ever had that happen. And I was like, no, I remember. We were in a garage. It was like a makeshift classroom.
The Grim Reaper was there.
The Grim Reaper was there. They had to take our blood as part of the class.
He's pretty chill, by the way, if you wondered.
Well, the other thing was, like, all my friends were the ones picked for that thing, so I just showed up. I'm like, hey, where's all my friends?
They're all dead!
They're like, oh, you didn't hear?
Did you actually believe?
No, I didn't believe. I was like, I was like texting them. I was like, hey, what's up? They're like, yeah, this thing happened, so we're all good. Just, we won't be in school for the next couple days.
They text you back, shh, I'm dead.
Yeah, don't talk to me. I'm dead. He said, Stern's whole life is a creepypasta.
You text them while you're driving, hey, are you okay?
They're like, yeah, where are you? I'm texting you while I'm driving right now. Oh, you haven't made it to the assembly yet, huh?
What assembly?
Well, the other
Yeah,
thing
that's
was,
morbid.
the other thing was, like, when we were doing that, because I drove to school from my other school. And I remember one day I was driving, and I was like, this car in the parking lot is driving so slow. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to honk at him. It ended up being the hearse for the fake funeral they were having. So the whole school was outside
expensive.
watching. Yeah! The whole school was outside watching this hearse drive up. And they're like, there's all of our friends who are dead now. And then I come up behind it blaring on my horn.
Wait, did you have 2 graduations then?
What?
You went to 2 different schools.
Oh, yeah, I had 2 graduations.
This guy, like, what, as if it didn't literally happen?
I forget, man. But yeah, we had 2 graduations because I went to one school. Because I could have graduated from high school like 2 years early, my sophomore year.
Well,
But the school's like, we don't want to let our students go. And so they were like, what if we send you to this other school for half the day? Where
what's
you
going
could
on here?
learn whatever you want. What?
That is not normal.
What?
That's not a normal situation. I don't know what you can give more context if you want as to why the situation happened, but I don't. I don't understand.
I went to another school, and they're like, what do you want to learn? I said, I want to learn video and Adobe. And they're like, great, then that's what you'll learn. I told you this, Ron. I'm now remembering that I told you this.
That's not true. I don't think so.
And you said, wait, so you learned Photoshop and stuff for free? I said, yeah, the school
Oh,
made
wait, okay,
me.
I knew that, but I didn't know it was as a part of this weird program where you went to. Wait, the second school was just for arts
No, it was for whatever.
or like vocations.
Yeah, it was kind of like, yeah. Like, they were like, hey, what do you want to learn? One of the classes was CSI investigation.
That's not really a school. That's like a. I mean, it's a school, but it's not like a high school.
It was all high school students.
All high school students in a club isn't in a random.
You're right. It was kind of like
community center is
ROTC, but we weren't weird about it.
But it was in a different location too.
Nick's Art says, was your second school like a college dual enrollment? No, it was all high school students.
Got it. Wait, when did you end school in your days?
My first school ended around lunch.
Sorry, yeah. What?
No, my first school ended at like 10:30, and then I had an hour and a half to 2 hour lunch, depending on the day.
How'd you learn enough? You start like 7?
I graduated early. I could have I finished my math and science. I finished like chemistry 2, and what was the last one?
But how?
And like geometry my sophomore year.
How did you learn all of that in 2 years?
They kept moving me up. They were like, "This kid gets it. You took algebra 1. You don't need algebra 2."
For every class?
Yeah.
Even like English?
No, I took English at the other school. They were like, English they provide there. It was just math and science.
English, you can't speak until you go there.
Congratulations, you may all speak now.
Oh, thank God.
Except for you, Helen. I killed him. That was a joke just for us.
Yeah. You'll know soon.
No, they
Wait.
won't. You told me you're
No,
cutting
they
that out of
won't.
the video. No, they won't. Ron?
I can be a little cheeky and maybe not cut it out.
You said, Stern, you can say whatever you'd
Wait,
like.
no,
I'm
I
cutting
remember
this
part
part
of it-
out of the video.
No, I remember part of it being part of the not cut out part.
Well,
We'll see.
guys,
I
I'm
didn't edit-
getting
I didn't edit it
canceled
yet.
in like a month. Because Ron said, I'm going to cut this section out. Say
don't
whatever
think
you
that-
want to, Stern. And I
We'll
said,
see.
okay.
Because we talked about that for a long time. While we were doing important things.
Ain't no way. I want that shirt. Picture
I don't
of
know
Helen
where he's
Keller.
from. Vocational high schools are pretty common here. Yeah, I understand vocation, but like,
They took my blood.
whatever.
There's a
I don't-
commercial that airs in town with me deprived of blood in the background.
How many people in your graduating class
From my first school or my second school?
from the normal high school?
They're both normal, Ron.
From the one that taught you math and science and history.
I think like 200 graduated that year from that class.
Okay, that's not big in compared to maybe for a small place. That's
The
big.
other one
I
I
don't
think
know.
was probably a graduating class of like 80.
Yeah, mine was 46. Sorry, 56.
Wow.
It was a private school. It wasn't. It wasn't
Oh wow.
a public school.
Oh wow wow. I'm sorry that I went to a school where they had to sell our blood to make money.
There was blood. There was blood in mine.
There was blood. Hold on, I never said there wasn't blood. Ron told me that my Helen Keller rant was gonna be cut from the video. So if you're watching this and a video doesn't come out with me talking about Helen Keller for 45 minutes, just know I won the argument.
And my school days ended at 5:07.
5:07?
Yeah, you thought, and you're like, oh wow, Ron had a good time.
I went to my first school from like 7 to 10:30, had a lunch until 1. No, had a lunch until 12:30, so 2 hours. And then my school was from 12:30 to 2:40.
And how close was your school to your house?
Walking distance. It's probably
Yeah.
maybe a mile.
So I had to
Uphill, both ways in the snow.
get picked up by the bus at 6:30,
Mhm.
And I was at school, let's say 8 o'clock maximum. It was an hour minimum drive. And then the school ended at 5:07, and then again I would get home at 6:30.
An hour? That's your full day.
Yeah. There was no school days were those days for 5 days that you're in school. It's not like, oh, you're doing thing after school.
Hey, buddy, what are you doing after school? What?
What? And okay, and then you get home and you do homework and then you go to sleep.
And in between that, you're like, and now I'm going to draw some Pokemon.
Nah. I actually did. I drew a lot of Fakemon from when I was like what 7 to literally like 12. And in high school, I didn't draw any Pokemon. I was doodling in the notebooks like some Fakemon, but not like complete Pokemon until I was an adult again. Like me doing Fakemon on the channel was literally me reviving like a childhood thing that I did.
And how does it feel that you were like, this childhood thing is paying off?
Yeah, because it's funny. Because here's the thing. So when I was in middle school, I would be doodling the entire class, and the teachers would get mad because they think I would not be paying attention. But in reality,
I was
and I would be
preparing
making,
myself for...
Well, no. Here's the thing. I did well in school. I got good grades. So they slowly realized, wait, this is actually how Ron concentrates on the lesson. Because instead of getting bored and zoning out, he's drawing while listening.
Right. Mm.
It's literally how I actually paid attention was by doodling.
You're very lucky, because I feel like most schools and teachers would be like, then he's learning wrong.
I guess, yeah, that could have happened. But no, I'm very grateful that a lot of my teachers actually realized that, like, I'll leave him alone. He's allowed to do that. But it was funny that I would...
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
Strange
No,
Star Trek Art wants to know when you ate dinner, if that was your school day.
When I get home at 6:30, dinner would be there.
You are the uphill both ways in the snow kid, essentially.
And like these buses were cramped too, because like at least for the first few years, then they realized, oh, there's a lot of people coming from New York City. Let's just get them a bigger bus.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, well, it's a long drive because I went to school in New York. I mean, we lived in Jersey.
No. So my school was in Jersey. I was in New York.
Oh God. I was saying that as like a joke of like, yeah, I were in a whole separate state. You're like, no, yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
My God, man. I'm sorry. Listen, they took my blood, and I'm sorry that you had a rough school time. I might be a sleeper agent, and I am sorry for what they did to you at that school. They taught us how to fly planes and never told us why.
It was fun though. It was a fun school, but like the thing is that it's not. Again, just like how art school. Yeah, I had a fun time. Art school wasn't worth the money. Same thing with this. It was not my parents. For my parents, it was not worth the money. And even though it was their idea to go to the school, like they want me to go to the school, not me. And then also it was not worth the time, but it was fun. It wasn't like a bad school or anything.
You had an experience.
And look, for example, like all like the things that I am now came from like that school. Like all my IL friends are from high school, even though I mean again they're dispersed throughout the world. Because so here's the thing: all my friends are rich. I was not rich, but like so now they're all around the world doing things. I'm not. But like
You're making
also,
Pokemon content.
but the thing is also, for example, why would I bring that up? Oh, why did I bring? Oh yeah, like all my hobbies did start from high school. Like, for example, I was head of video club. That's where I got really good at making videos. There were a lot of outlets that I got to, participate in. I don't know what the word I'm trying to find. Point is, they did technically set up they set up my career more than my art school did, honestly.
Strange Star Tracker Art says, that sounds like the Twin Experiment, the Sterninator. I don't know what the Twin Experiment is. Ron,
Did
do
you ever eat dinner? Yeah. No, I mean I can assume based on context clues.
I just went to school, and I hoped for the best. I went to school, and I hoped I made it home, and sometimes I did.
That's the thing. So like, if I went to like a normal school, ended at let's say 2, 3, I would have had way more time, and I would have started my channel before then, and then I would have been ahead, and then I wouldn't have to go to college and then all that.
That's my
know?
thing, you know. That's what I'm like, because I'm like, I came into the game late. I feel like I was doing the video today, and I was looking, and I was like, almost every single person that I'm looking at today started their channel 11 years ago.
Yeah.
And then here I am. I'm like, dude, I am so far behind. I should have been doing this the whole time.
Yeah, but you're ahead when it comes to like the amount of time you've done this.
I guess.
Like what? How many subscribers in 1 year?
Oh, I don't know. I've been doing this for 20 months, and we hit 50,000 probably 2 months ago. So,
20 months and 50,000.
say like 30,000 in a year.
That's 2 years almost. So let's say I had, by the end of my first year, I had, and this was a lot. Like I had like close to 30,000.
Catch up.
And that was like good.
So I'll overtake you.
And then the second year, I think I did reach 100.
I just want that play button.
Oh wait, no, I reached 100 way later. Am I stupid? Because I remember getting the play button not my second year. I remember getting it in the third year actually. So maybe it was. So you're doing good progress then.
I'm trying. The government separated pairs of twins and raised them in different environments and did weird tests like this.
Yeah.
I pray I don't have a twin. It would suck to be that guy. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm the messed up twin in this, aren't I? I misunderstood. I was like, man, if I had it like this, I wonder how bad that guy had it. Oh, wait. Oh. So tired. I've been surviving off of nothing but energy drinks the past probably 3-4 days.
Unlike you, when I'm hungry, I will eat. So I'm gonna go.
But Ron. All right. Well, thanks, Ron, for being here. Thanks for talking. I hope you had a good time. I had a great time.
Yeah, that's literally why I stayed.
Someone brought it up. They
Hopefully
said, Ron, okay, I have one more minute. 35 minutes ago. But I'm glad you came, man.
Yeah, that happens a lot. I'll do whenever I'm on calls with friends. I'll be like, "Oh, I only have 10 minutes," and then it lasts an hour.
Yeah, I think most of our like 30 to 45 minute conversation started with I have 15 minutes.
Yep. I'll be back, guys, in the Stern stream.
Hey,
This is not the last you'll see of me.
I'm killing him.
Someone in the chat, Ron said, "This is the last we'll see." Well, this is not the last time we'll see of him. This was the last time we saw him.
Well, bye, Ron. Thank you so much. Go get yourself some foods. You deserve it.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Thank God. Ugh. Just kidding. I love Ron. Great guy. Let me finish up this quick commish here. I meant to say it at the beginning, and I completely forgot, guys, that I was like, oh, right, I have to go do a thing later, so I won't be on for the full, 6 hours that I typically am. And I forgot, because friend came by. Friend dropped in. I'm so glad that worked, because, I've been trying to do more of, how can I merge stuff together? Of, you know, I love doing the podcast, guys, but also Ron's gone, so I'm talking to you guys. I love doing the podcast, but I'm like, man, it's so much effort, so much work to get this done for minimal feedback on it. Then I was like, what if I just, when I do my lives, I invite friends on from time to time, and we actually hang out. Wait, you normally stream for 6 hours? That's crazy. I do Nif Duo. I do. I normally stream for 6 hours. I think I've gone for 9. But, yeah. Singaporeans, go to bed. I feel like the Singaporeans, unite! But yeah, that was cool. Love having Ron on. We'll see who we get next time. I don't know. Maybe next time I'll just do me. It depends. Depends on what you guys want. If you guys want more stuff like that, where I would love to have Stern talk to us, or if you're like, I would love to have people on, you let me know. I won't be offended if you guys are like, we do not care of you talking to us. We want people on. It's fun. I want to make it more like a call. Like the next step. The next step for me is I want to do a like call-in system where you guys can actually like, hey, I have a question. Let me call in. Talk to Ron. Talk to Fruity. Talk to whoever happens to be on. Probably not Fruity. Fruity's busy like crazy, dude. 69 viewers. That's the that's the number. That's the number. Guys, can I celebrate the number? Can I do something?
Nope.
Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear these button clicks.
I'm really
Okay.
scared.
There's insanely loud.
Pardon. Good night.
No. But yeah, I wanna see about getting more people on, doing more fun stuff like that. Cause like that was a fun conversation. I always love hanging out with like Ron and like the whole group. Someone asked like before, like, do all of you guys know each other? And it's like, kind of. Spamming the soundboard. I hit one button, unless my finger probably grazed another one. But yeah, it's always cool having friends on. It's always cool having friends. Ain't never had friends before, so it's nice. Always trying to do new stuff. It did. My finger did graze the thing. Sorry. Sorry. Muy accidente. This one here. I like that nice slender neck. Aware of existence rank to acquaintance to friends. Brush, how long have you been here? What? Oh, you just got here a minute ago. What's going on, Grim? Am I wrong? Have you been here the whole time? No, you're fine. What's going on, Brush? Hello, friends. Brush, did you see the new video? You're in it. Kind of. I've been here for 4 hours. Impossible, I've only been streaming for 3. You fool! You fool! You've given yourself away! The ruse! The ruse! The jig! She's up. The ruse! Yo, Grim making it big. Dude, Grim's always been big. Grim's sick. Julian joined us said hi Niv Duo, and there was a brush with death comment immediately under that. He ignored Hater Green 7. Look at that. That looks good. What is that? That's a, oh, I forget its name. Luminion. Luminion Milotic. Love it. Who's been vibing here? Right on. Winner of his contest ignored. No, Grimm's fantastic. We love Grimm. We love Grimm. I was just trying to remember. I was like, Grim, you and I haven't been on a video together. But I think that changes soon. Yes, that changes soon. I had to look at my calendar. It's like, you and I are in something together, right? Yes. Shiori, take a look at this Pokemon. You're the only one I got. That's yellow. And also, I put the wrong thing in the thing. Take a look at this Pokemon. Ooh. Lovely. Lovely! It is a beautiful fusion. Sure, this is fantastic. Implement the glow bits. Given the fusion concept for you, feel free to have fun with poses on this one. I'll DM you the details if that's okay. Sure! And then you also messaged me saying, glowy bits. Add in its glowy bits. Here's the minutes challenge for this commission. I'd love to see your take on this Luminion Milotic. Feel free to have fun with poses on this one, but I would like to ask if the Luminion elements could glow a bit, primarily the light blue patterns on the fins and tail. I love making crap glow. Yes! Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We can do it. 1, 2, 3 We can do it. 1, 2, 3 Boom, ba dum bum bum. Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba ba ba. Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba ba ba. Let's do it. Blur. Add a little bit of blur to that. That's probably too much blur. Hit with that. Give it just a bit more. We give it a little spice. Change that to white. Change just a bit lighter. There we go. And if we take this above the line art layer, swap that blending mode to that. Yeah, screen may be a little too much. That may do it. Drop that to like 90%. Can blur that just a bit more. She's so sassy. She's so sassy. What if we... Pardon. I'm going to try something else here too. Just to give us a little bit more texture. You can take it or leave it, whatever you like, but I'm going to do the same. Bioluminescence, my beloved. Do that. Grab some of these spaces here. We got that pinkish going on. Let's get like this color here, but a little bit lighter. Throw that on there. Blur it again. What do we have here? We have linear light. We'll go here with a linear light as well. We can go brighter than that. I think that's what we want right there. What linear light? I actually do like that. I think that's it. Blues and pinks and pinks and blues. And Blues and pinks and pink. You've seen my channel. You know how much I love me some blues and pinks. Ow! Ow! Me when my Luminions lumen aren't neon. She loom on my neon until I Finion. She lumen on my neon. Help. Honor Queenship. Thank you so much. Yeah, no problem. Dabu dee dabu die and dabu dee dabu die, dabu dee dabu die. I'm blue, dabu dee dabu die, and dabu dee dabu die, and dabu dee dabu die. In his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him. Flam stole my joke. Oh, buddy. Boost your post now? No. Draw this on underwater hunting something. Ooh. Help, I am under the water. Cart. Oh! Oh! Look at that. Look at our... Which version are you getting? Which version are you getting? I actually do. And then maybe a love disc. Ooh. Which version exclusive Pokemon are you getting? Are you getting the Proud to be an American Ultimate Milotic, or are you getting We Do Love Our Bisexual Lighting Milotic? Box Legendaries from Milotic-centric game? Yeah, all the Pokemon within the game are Milotic. You may be asking yourself, what about Feebas? No, it is just Milotic. They are just Milotic. And that's okay. Oh, buddy. So tired, so stink. Oh, I forgot, Jerry. We did the Sharpedo, didn't we? Oh man, such cool design, such cool concepts. Definitely Weeby Bilotic. Bilotic. I'm calling her that now. With the new file name. Do you want USA Lotic or do you want Bilotic? 'Cause I'm proud to be a Milotic. Colors really pop. We did the Sharpedo Relicanth. We did. Your fusions are fun. You guys want to see what I'm working on? I guess I could show you some stuff that I've been working on. Look at this. Look at this bug. Oh, let me make sure I'm on the right layer. Look at this bug. Look at this bug right here. Look at this bug. Look at the bug. Patriotic? Oh, do you want patriotic or biolotic? Oh, that's so good. That is such a good name. Such a good name. Oh my gosh. He got the Ant-Man colors. But yet, he not an ant. Oh no. Oh no. It's based on an assassin bug. So he evolves from this little goober of an ant into this guy. He's got like a trench coat. He's an assassin. I probably shouldn't be showing you guys these. These are for a video that's coming out. Is its name Targant? No, its name is Culprant. And it evolves into Bazazin. You think the stream's bugged? Get out! Oh, my little audio's not playing.
Nope.
All I got's that one. I guess I deleted my other one by accident. So we got those guys coming in a video. We also have... subscribe on YouTube. Oh, nice! We also have... this guy for a video. Ooh, look at that. I wonder what that's gonna be. I wonder what that's gonna be. I wonder what kind of video that's for. I wonder what video this will be for. Gorgeous blue eyes. Yeah, I wonder what video this will be for. Absolutely lovely. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what video that'll be for. Could be for anything. Could be for absolutely anything. Interesting dragon, yeah. Another one coming up. I wonder what video this will be for. I wonder what video that'll be for. Could be for anything. It could mean anything. All these riddles. These damn riddles. That orange lizard. I forgot the name of it though. King Totodile. Please say the Mega has 3 heads. I can't tell you that here. I can't tell you that here. I can't tell you that here. No, I can't tell you that here. No. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. You know how it is. But, hey, listen, guys. We had a ton of fun. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to be throwing all this stuff that we did up onto the Discord. The Discord should be available somewhere. Brush with Death. Almost want to summon 3 at the same time. We're bringing back triple battles, baby! We're bringing back triple battles. Best time to be joining stream, hee. You missed me and Ron having like a hour-long conversation. How long was that? How long were we on the phone? Does it say? 2 hours? You see, I was able to catch him. Yeah, I'm gonna. This Friday's been fun. I'm gonna see about maybe doing more for Friday. But yeah, we had a conversation with Ron. We got some Pokemans done. Again, we got Biolotic. We got Patriotic. We got some wheels done, and that we're gonna continue to work on for Zerp, for good friend Zerp there. I tried, man. We'll get it done. We'll figure it out. And then we got our ultimate Azumarill, where the tail becomes this little surfboard. The idea behind it that I had was, Azumarill has always been like, oh, it's kind of like Pikachu, so what if we just went a different direction? And so its tail is like this living water that turns into this massive wave. There's a lot of it because I was on calls at work. No worries, we're going to see about having more, more people hop in, more conversations. It's fun. Go onto our Discord and write down your favorite Ron quote from this video. Whether it be, we don't know God's name, or any of the politics that came up for some reason. About America, just the... Listen, we can't let America be... There's too much America in America! Any of those quotes from today's video would be fine. And don't forget to become a YouTube member, so that you can, oh, thanks for Jackable for my birthday. Oh, no problem, man. Don't forget to become a YouTube member where you can watch all of these older videos. Those do become members only after about a week. So yeah, lots of fun stuff there. G Fuel, sponsor. I don't know if I have the link somewhere, but it's on today's video. And that's the other thing. Go watch today's video. I turned a bunch of different PokeTubers into Pokemon. I'm really excited to go watch it too. and see what comments are happening there. So let me know if you watch it right after this. Tell me drop in a quote from today's stream in that chat, or tell me, hey, I just got here right after the stream. It'd be a ton of fun. Follow on Twitter. I've been streaming there too, so you can find stuff on Twitter. You can find stuff here on YouTube. You can find stuff on Twitch. I'm kind of trying to stream everywhere, just get stuff done. Hopefully Instagram Live soon. TikTok keeps giving me the notification, hey, you can stream live, and then I try, and it's like, JK. But yeah. Brush, yeah, Grim, you gotta watch today's video. You gotta. And if I could say anything else, go like and subscribe to Brush with Death. Fantastic channel, fantastic human being. I love that 3D model. Really inspired me to build my own. But yeah. Love you guys, and see you next time. Bye. Beep, bop, schniggle, schnorp.